It's time.
Ew.
Hey, yo.
What's up?
Do you remember if I had homework last session? I don't remember.
Say
I
it's
do not.
I don't remember, and it's probably my fault that we don't remember.
Totally your fault.
It was an accident, okay? I only got an hour, and it wasn't even important.
Ah,
Did we get XP from last session?
Were you here last session?
Yeah.
I feel like I gave you guys XP.
we're only like 600
I
away.
feel like you
Yeah.
updated it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like 600 away or something, or 800.
Yeah, we were
600,
really,
Yeah.
we were really close.
Like
Oh,
this
yes,
one we
yes.
should be, or next. This one or next one.
100
Level
plus
up.
200.
Probably this one, maybe. I don't.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, you just didn't post it in the spoils for. I've got it.
Okay. So what was that XP total then?
Um,
I'll go ahead and post it in the thing just so we do have it somewhat tracked.
so 14.
I
It looks
actually
like
haven't
there's-
tracked it in a couple months, so I just kind of put it directly in your thing.
Yeah, so the last thing that has XP for it is from January 31st, which was 1400 XP. Since then we had a 1600, an 1100, and a 200.
Hot.
I
Yep,
don't
that
have
sounds
dates for
about right.
those. Yeah.
That sounds about right because the 1600 was the encounter with the large, ambush. Then there was the fortress or the little watch outpost that you guys just did, and
Yeah.
then 200 for a story reward of saving Calrian.
Yeah,
Yes.
that sounds correct.
Yep. Though I actually should probably do this as we have a number of friends to add to the character art department. I never actually posted a lot of stuff. It's kind of slipped on a lot of different things. Such a slacker.
Shame.
All the shame. Let's see. Is Screed at least in here? That's the main one. Does not look like I actually have Screed's art in. Is he just an NPC?
Clunk, clunk.
I was sent a thing.
There we go.
It was
Spawn
probably my
points
thing.
set.
Sorry.
For your phone?
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
my
the,
phone.
the group text because I haven't responded yet, even though it's been like 4 hours or so.
It's fine. It's been over a week and a half since you sent me your number, so who's the real slacker here? That's
I was gonna
me.
say that'd be David too, because he's had like a couple months he's been trying to put me in it, and he keeps forgetting, or something like that.
I don't think I'm able to add people to that group. I think it's Nick that does that because it's his group.
I think it depends on the phone. I think like my phone, I can add participants, and then it makes a whole new one for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, can I jump on a lily pad?
No.
Yeah. Yup.
Nah, it's called you get off your damn games.
Dang on.
My games are the only ones that matter.
I like being a fairy.
You are a fucking fairy.
Of course. Only I ship paprika, not glitter.
Whoa, paprika. Do you happen to have any coriander?
No, I'm not gassy.
Damn. I'll get you one day.
He has some basil.
Hawkins? Oh wait, you wouldn't know that name. Never mind. Never mind.
The only Hawkins I can think of is like Treasure Island.
Incorrect kind of Hawkins, but
Treasure Planet?
eh, Treasure Planet's a good Hawkins, but it's not the one I'm looking for.
Damn.
No cigar. Yeah, I'll worry about character photos later. Oh right, I was doing a thing and then I got rudely interrupted by David.
Always. And now your phone's gonna just keep going off.
Like, David, why are you doing this to me?
What am I doing? I'm just sitting here.
It's because you're just sitting there. I don't know.
Because I like saying your name.
Sitting there menacingly.
That's my job, damn it. That's my job, damn it. Why are you taking my job?
Frink, frink. Be prepared. Incoming.
So many texts. Leave me alone, you impudent souls.
No, because I have to be here.
You don't have to be. You chose to.
I mean,
That's true.
I was forced here many, many months ago.
You weren't forced.
You weren't forced.
We offered, and I heard, sure.
Okay. You didn't force. David wanted me to, which usually means I have to.
Nah, straight up. If there's ever a point where it's like, this isn't for me, I get it.
Oh no, it's for me. It's just
Yeah, she just likes to blame things that she enjoys on me. Like it's my fault that she has to do it. Now she's all into it. She writes in books. She collects things about Dean.
Hey, Dave. What that sounds like is just Dave's the fault for all the things I like.
Pretty much.
some things.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're missing Andrew and one of these.
I just want to. Oh, you piece of shit.
Okay.
Wee. Back on the dusty trail. What purse? Oh, come here, buddy. No! You're not going up there. You break stuff. Thank you. Now I can charge this.
That's so.
Please cool down so I can eat you.
What?
I have ramen, but it's really hot.
Ah.
And it's not like it
She
matters.
doesn't
It's
deserve it.
Share.
you don't want this one. This is spicy. Like
That's fine.
Take it away from
my
her. She doesn't
uber
deserve it.
spicy. Like it has a volcano on the front.
Take it away. She doesn't deserve it.
No, I made it. It's mine.
Yep. Taking it away. Doesn't deserve
Coming over, and I'm taking it, and I'm gonna eat it.
Okay, I will just send a pack with David tomorrow, and you can eat it when you get home. I got like 3 more.
No, it's all good. I'm mostly teasing.
I'm not.
I mean, I can mail you one.
Oh, God.
The only one who really gets teased by this is the fact that David can't eat it.
Nope. Even though he.
Oh, he wants to. He can't have it. I ate all the spicy pickles. He's probably upset with me.
David's got to focus on getting better first, and then he can have all the things he wants again.
You're not on mic. You're not on mic. I can't hear you.
We don't want to hear him anyway.
Yeah, we do.
He started
No,
talking
no.
crap behind me, and you couldn't. All I could hear was him behind me, not
I
on the
had
mic.
it on my elbow. Press the button.
He was talking crap about cravings and stuff.
Oh,
I mean, he had
oh,
rallies
well.
on Saturday, so it's okay.
I did.
That's good. But did it kill you?
It hurt.
Yeah. How
No.
long is that supposed to last? Do the doctor say?
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta go and get it checked out again.
If he doesn't take care of it, he'll end up like my sister who needs surgery for it.
Ooh.
My sister is having surgery for the exact thing that's going on with David. So
That's no bueno.
no bueno at all.
Okay, I'm gonna tag these fools because
They're taking their time.
I'll
yeah.
give you some vodka and I'll take a pack of knife. I'll take them out for you. It'll only cost you a kidney.
I mean, he,
I can't afford anything else. I've broken myself way too much.
Lucius, now, hey down, fuzzy butt.
Man, I could write
Yes.
paragraphs of all the crap I've gone through.
I mean, yeah, a lot.
Mine's a single line. I live.
But do you
Once a year, I break something.
break something,
Oh,
cut
All the
something?
crap you've gone through, I'm pretty sure it should say Steph. And that's the only thing it should say is,
What?
yeah, you heard me.
David just needs to
I-
be a bubble boy.
You know she's got you there.
It'd be interesting to see him rolling himself around in the warehouse in a bubble.
Oh, I would have way too much fun.
Yeah, he'd probably have too many times where like he'd be asking somebody to lift his bubble up with like the high-low or something like that.
Wrap me in the bubble. Push me down the stairs.
I was gonna say push him down the ramp out back for the trucks.
I'd have Andrew make a hoist, and then I could be a wrecking.
Okay, Miley.
Oh God.
Tell Steph I
No,
said she needs to drink more water.
she isn't here.
When she
I don't
arrives.
care. Text her and say it.
Yeah, my phone's currently dead. I had to kill it when I received a rampant amount of texts from these bozos.
Gifts and pictures. Get used to them.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Nah, God.
Damn it!
Yeah, he showed
Yeah,
up. Damn it,
there's-
that's not the one we
there's-
wanted.
There's one of these. So now all we're waiting on is Andrew, who's probably asleep.
Can we send this one back? Get the other one?
No, we want one of these here, damn it.
We sent this one back.
Quit trying to return all our friends.
It's not big enough. We need a new one.
I almost forgot today was Tuesday.
It's okay, everybody forgets me. I understand.
I thought
I
I
know.
had one more day.
I pass your door every day when I drive up to work
And yet you never come in and say hi, so
I don't-
therefore I am forgotten.
until
Don't
somebody
do it, it's a
drags me
trap.
in there. I'm not walking in there.
Don't do it. It's a
I've
trap.
only done it
Stop
once, and I
walking
walked
out.
up front and I dropped David's food and walked back out because Albert
Yep.
was like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "His wife." Bye.
I didn't even see you standing there.
I know.
I was too busy figuring out this dude's whatever the hell he.
Mm-hmm.
You looked
Ugh.
angry though, even though there was food.
I probably was angry. Matt does that.
I've had such a shit day. Power went out for an hour and a half. The internet went out for 2 hours.
Ooh.
And when the power came back on, it fried my modem, so I had to go get a
Ooh.
new one.
Oh.
Shit.
I'm worn out and sore.
It could be worse.
Not really.
Could be better.
Some on a new bed that's kicking my ass like through snow tomorrow.
I don't know if my. Then Matt said I could. So we can get the kids tomorrow.
What?
Matt wrote back and said that it's fine that I can kids tomorrow too.
Good, because I don't really want to drive back to Lansing to get you.
That's fine. If my sternum still hurts this way tomorrow, I need to go to the ER.
You need to go to after hours first. If they send you to ER, then you'll go to ER. More expensive.
Yeah, well, it's not only that, but most ERs are slow as shit right now.
Oh yeah.
So,
You can always go to the one that has the X-ray, the one by Meyer. You'll be fine.
Don't I owe him like $75 though?
You're thinking of the one over by McAllister's, over in the
Oh, okay.
parking lot stuff.
All right.
And even so, ask your mom if you just use the credit card for that. I don't know.
That's true.
I'm sure she wouldn't mind since it's health.
That's true.
see, I like it here in Ohio, in Columbus part, because there's a non-trauma 3 hospital here that I can go to, and the wait time is like nothing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ohio isn't real. It can't hurt you.
The hospital down the road from us is a trauma 3.
Unfortunately, Ohio is real. I wish it wasn't.
It's all
What is
just
so bad
cornfields.
about Ohio?
Everything.
No, it's all cornfields and meth heads and cocaine and heroin.
No,
Oh,
no, no,
that's
no,
all.
no. It's it's got all the
do that.
pride people as well. Like Columbus is literally just hipster territory.
Oh shit.
God, that's over by the East Asian market. We just stay away from that area.
Like straight up downtown Columbus is nothing but like
It's so fucking disgusting. The prices for their food and shit over there is ridiculous.
yes, this slice of pizza, $12. What?
What?
Yeah,
There's
but
barely,
What?
there's barely anything on it. It's like put on a fancy looking plate at like some custom. Like I sort of get this. It looks like pottery you'd get from a children's class, and they put pizza on it and charge you $12 a slice. And it's not like a thin slice. It is like a larger slice, but there's nothing to it. That's just the cheese. If you want a deluxe, that's $16.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Fuck that.
shit in their urinals.
Yeah, I'm over here complaining like before the pandemic prices in New York City. I'll never date a girl that lives in the city because if I wanted a cheeseburger, it was $15, and that didn't include fries.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
$12 for a pizza? What? A
Yeah.
slice?
A
Yeah,
pizza.
If you wanted the whole pizza pie, it was like $30.
What the? That's even more like that seems reasonable, but like $12 for a slice?
Yep. Because it's the experience. Like they've got that whole like
You can experience my
modern
foot up
kind
their
of
ass.
vibe to their restaurant, and like all it is like a brick building that's been gutted, given like the like new age piping look and all that
Oh, yeah.
shit.
They like
Industrial.
To take the old factory build. They like to take the old factory buildings here in Columbus, gut them, and make them into hipster restaurants.
Yes.
Oh,
Basically.
no.
Industrial.
Sorry, I was
Hello.
crazy with a
It's all
friend.
good.
We got so many kills at the Northeast Airfield. Well, he got most of them. I was the guy watching his ass. So he didn't have to worry about someone ghosting him up the stairs.
In what game?
Daisy.
I was about to
I
say.
play that game too.
You're watching butts.
You know what I mean.
Andrew's always like bus.
Real men watch butts.
I like
I will have you know I'm a breast man, not an ass man.
Don't lie to us.
I believe that actually.
I'm also a belly man, depending.
Mm.
My belly don't jiggle jiggle. It wiggles.
Not that kind of belly, priggo belly.
Mm.
I'm a jelly belly. It wiggle wiggle. I can't fold. I just jiggle jiggle.
I mean, at this point, you're just singing about yourself, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Look, fat man, leave me alone. Jesus.
Yeah, sorry about you being so late getting here. We had to
Not
take the
a
long way
problem.
back to base because we were killing people the whole way there.
That's
Nah,
alright. You just lose one level while we gain a level.
Oh, are we level 6 now?
No, you're level 5. We're level 6.
you guys aren't even level 5.
Oh, we're level 6 now? Okay, let me upgrade my character.
We're level 5? Sweet.
No, no, you're not. I will turn this caravan around and send you right back to True now, and we'll end this campaign.
It's a tank, damn it!
It's not fair.
Fuck
One
all
of these
y'all.
gets all the cool stuff.
Says the guy that's got the artifact of the AP already.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking.
Where is the? What I want to know is where is the deck of many things? I want to draw from the deck of many things.
Okay.
No, Ben, do not.
Are you sure?
We're gonna stand 500 feet away from you, and then you can draw from the deck of many things.
That's
How about
fine. I want to draw from the deck of many things. And Dolgus would absolutely not be afraid of drawing from the deck of many things.
So when we
Except
see
so.
the desolation happen, we can run and get away before it kills you and comes after us.
The Wraith doesn't go after anyone but me.
Give me a second.
Oh, are we doing this?
Wait, am I actually going to get to
I'm
draw from the deck of many
recording.
things?
I'm
Alright,
doing this shit again.
let me see where.
Let me get
this-
in the game first. You can't really have me draw from the deck of many things when I'm not in the game for yet. Let's
yes.
see, Giant Slayer, I blame you for it still being on my third page instead of the first page, even though it's a recently joined game. Must be your fault somehow.
Jesus. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot.
You are
We're not-
yawning way too damn much. It's clearly all your fault.
We're
Okay,
not-
I'm ready.
We're not playing with the normal deck of many things, mind you. This is the one that was altered for the end of the tower game that Dread ran. This is the
Is it the
canonical.
Spelled
wimpy,
it wrong.
is it the wimpy Pathfinder
Oh, I
version
spelled it
rather
wrong,
than
dang it.
3.5 version?
No. This was customed because we wanted better rewards or worse results.
Oh, cool.
This is the augmented Harrowed version.
So the hero version you realize is like the Pathfinder wimpy version. So this is augmented somehow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Where do I need to click my link? Where do I need to draw my cards from?
Oh, jeez.
I also need to say how many cards I'm going to draw, I believe. Where's the deck?
And runs from Dolgus.
I know I spelled his name wrong.
So
Oh.
So here's the thing. Such an artifact does in fact exist within the caravan.
The fortune teller.
The issue is, are you willing to take the penalty of what happens
blows up in our
Explain.
face. What's the
Your
worst that
mic
can happen?
wasn't
We
on.
all die, have to make
I
new
made it out
characters.
far away.
Exactly.
Awesome.
What's
Your
wrong about
sense of
making
adventure.
Oh God! Don't don't invoke those words once.
Well, it's just a sense of excitement and adventure. Come on.
The fortune teller is willing to give you a glimpse of a possible future.
Uh-oh.
You may draw a single card. I will require you to roll me 1d55.
Oh my god.
The batteries.
This is your glimpse
Before
of
I
the
forget.
future. In another timeline, one would have been able to draw upon the essence of all that is good. Before you, as you drew such a card, would have been a holy avenger.
Which I would have been unable to use, or told us
No,
what they
but I
were
would've.
these.
Has all the
Yep.
normal properties of a normal holy avenger, along with a special ability that can only be used once per day. Upon being thrust into the ground by its bearer as a standard action, it would transform into a paladin 2 levels lower than you. The paladin possesses their own holy avenger and aids the character in any way their alignment permits for 10 minutes. Once the time is over, the paladin vanishes and the sword reappears.
Once per day?
Once per day, this could have been a possible future in your timeline.
Excellent. Well, I couldn't use the sword, but I could totally thrust it in the ground and summon a paladin.
I have a
That's-
friend in me. Thrust. Here you go.
That's in a faraway world, so far removed from this adventure that we're like
These
not.
adventurers, if they were in it, would have pissed themselves.
Maybe. Who knows? Let's see what legacy they make for themselves. As when last we played, you guys had recently cleared out a nearby watchtower of your runaway enemy from the prior combat, smote by the mighty power of the hammer of Agramash at the hands of your dwarven ally. It
was big and then he got real small.
you certainly got a proper demonstration of some of the latent magics within it. With some effective teamwork, Chompy was able to catch the runaway before he was able to slip away from you guys again. Full chomping in action. You guys had rescued the paladin who seemed to have survived this encounter, Miss Calrian Blix, who had asked to join your caravan, at least to Castle Everstand, so that she could report the ongoings here at this watchtower and resupply it should it need it.
We're pretty sure
And
we have a
report her
saboteur,
failure.
if I remember right. Right?
I mean, there are rumors, there are conspiracy theories being purported by your bard friend Sylph that there is like to be some sort of saboteur amongst your number
Sylph
or
is
some...
saying this? Oh, never mind. This is going to sound crazy. This is crazy.
I mean, if it was coming from any NPC, just remember that any conspiracy theory ever uttered by any NPC in a game is likely the actual truth and story that's going on.
I mean, the Wainwright,
Unnatural.
the Wainwright Koken did co-sign the fact that it seemed quite an intentional cut to the axle when they replaced it. So there is an NPC backing to the theories being noted.
Also, it's not. Also, suspecting a saboteur is not a conspiracy theory. I mean, conspiracy theories are much more complex or unnatural than that.
Well, of course, the saboteur might even not be among us. He may be back in town.
It is entirely possible.
That's true.
It
didn't
might
even
be
think about that.
intelligible. But for the time being, you
Well,
were
Vegas, I
all
don't
about
trust her.
to take evening's meal and return to camp for the evening before rising early and finishing your trek to Castle Everstand.
Food. Food and cheap beer for me.
Cheap beer indeed.
Yes.
Although there have been rumor that somewhere within that caravan is supposed to be something of a little finer, palate when it comes to alcoholic beverage. Although you've not quite found the source of such rumor.
There
I
is
know.
somehow one keg. One keg that has made it all the way from the shackles in the hands of her kind.
That's a long
I'm
way
amazing,
to
I
fucking
know.
travel. You know what? Roll me a D100, Andrew. Let's see how.
I mean, technically, the timeline of this campaign is after Skulls and Shackles.
That is by normal standard, but
Grab back.
yeah.
Okay, D100. Okay, one moment.
Mhm. Let's see how.
55.
Does not seem that such a fabled brew would have made it this far. It's far too inland, and any sane person would have drank it before it got this far into Avestan. Let's be honest. But in your dream of dreams, the dwarf in you craves the good booze. The lizard folk in you understands that jungle juice is a tool to be used properly. But everybody is able to return back to camp fairly safe and sound.
So are we resting up now?
This would be the evening's rest, as people had spent spells and the like in order to get ready for a rest, but that rest was promptly interrupted when you had decided to go investigate the watchtower. So please make note of your proper amounts of spells, as I believe that most of you will end up needing to sleep.
Oh yeah, Dolgus is sleeping. He'll be sleeping on one of the wagons if necessary, but he's not waking up before it's been 8 hours, and then he can prepare spells.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
Sylph is out too.
So the question becomes, who would like to
It
take
better be a
first
dragon
watch?
attacking if we want to do our thing.
Sylph is just clonked out on Roddy's shoulder, drooling heavily.
He just kind of there's you, pats your head, gets you a blanket, maybe some warm milk if you absolutely need it.
Just snaps out loud. Tree branches, and back to sleep.
You want some warm milk there, buddy?
Thank you. He just clonks back out, doesn't even drink it.
It sits there waiting for you. But who wants first watch?
Anybody?
Sylph, wasn't
He
Keep
was-
Watch cast on you?
It
No, it broke because you
broke.
went and did the thing, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ava's like Sylph. It's Sylph's turn. His fault he broke it.
Oh, dang. All right. I guess I'll get up.
I'll be right back, guys. It's gonna take me a couple minutes. I gotta handle something real quick.
No problem.
All right, yeah, Sylph will mosey on up and take watch, knowing
Sounds-
that he'll get some rest a little later.
Sounds
Oh.
like you and Roddy are on watch together.
Oh, jeez.
He had milk prepped for you and everything.
Ava will
Hopefully it's not
also
warm. Otherwise, I'll
cast
knock him
keep
right out.
watch on Gochin, tell him don't go to bed.
Sylph slams the tankard of milk and then slugs Roddy in the arm and says that he's it and runs off.
I see the milk drunkards to run off. Have a fun one. Roddy just kind of, pulls out a hip flask and, takes a sip.
Sylph's
And then
just being
and then Roddy,
stealth
and then,
possible.
and then Roddy realizes there's something at the very edge of his peripheral vision, and slowly he turns around, and there, not even a foot away, is Chompy staring him in the eye.
Hey there, buddy. What you doing?
Chompy will nose his mug.
You can hear Sylph in the distance within the shadows of the forest. He likes it when you pet his mouth.
Next thing you know, he's drinking whatever he was drinking.
This is not quite for dinosaurs.
Poor Roddy.
Roddy just kind of corks it and puts it away.
Puts it away. How?
So inside of his, armor, he's got, a little pocket that, he sticks it in right above, his breast kind of thing. Kind of latches up his coat a little bit.
He has tits?
Everybody's got tits.
Are you judging?
Yes.
Oh my god. It's no different than how a dwarf has tits.
Well, I mean, lizard people don't have tits. What are you on about?
I mean,
They have muscle tits.
why does Dolgus?
Logus doesn't have any. What are you talking about? Also, here, eat this. The 17 CMB is trying to yank that off of him. It'll fail, obviously, but Chompy's trying.
Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna do it. But it is a valiant attempt. No there, buddy.
And no one's coming to help him.
No, Sylph's just chilling in the bush.
Gonna sit there and hide in the bush as the night goes on. Go ahead and roll me a perception check as you kind of can, in your peripheral, see that Roddy's just kind of keeping Chompy at bay. Gently, but, keeping him at bay.
Ooh.
That.
He just sees bush.
He's just focusing on that entertainment and not what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Roddy keeps at least a slightly better watch despite the interference of a dinosaur.
With rolls
Hiding
like
in
that,
Ivy.
well, Chompy does better than one of you, at least.
He's real focused in on that, he's not, Chompy doesn't understand scent and, it's, descriptive words. He just knows that it smells potent. But first watch eventually comes to a close. As Roddy will go kick awake whoever is up for second watch.
I'll do second.
Sylph
Fair
already
enough.
fell asleep. He's just in the.
He can
Sleeping
stay
in
in
the
that
bush.
He can stay in that
he,
bush.
he fell asleep.
Gochin should be doing all
Yeah.
of them.
Perfect. So while
Gochin has,
Sylphus,
keep watch.
Ava told you not to go to sleep.
Okay, yeah, so Gochin's staying up then.
So while Sylph passed out in the bush, Roddy comes over and just kind of shakes his head and like takes Sylph's hand, puts it in a small bucket of water.
Finally.
And then takes a little bit of fish and just kind of rubs it on Sylph's back, and then just leaves him in the bush.
Oh no, he's gonna pee.
Uh-huh.
Who knows? We'll see. He drank the goat's milk and everything.
Oh no! I fell right into his hands.
Mhm.
So Roddy heads back to his tent and heads to bed.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's Gochin and Edna awake for evening's watch.
Yep, I guess.
Yeah, Gochin's gonna be awake for all of them.
All of them? Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Perfect.
Doesn't
Go ahead.
doesn't he have
Go-
keep watch going or something?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, Ava cast it on him.
That was before the combat, though.
No, she cast it on him right before they went to bed after combat. Literally just like saw Sylph broke her magic. He's like, I don't fucking trust that. Gochin, stay up.
Okay, then I will not require Gochin to. Gochin, go ahead and roll me a perception check for first watch,
Roll
first and
boredom
foremost.
checks.
Beautiful. You watch as like first watch ends. That Roddy kind of just went to check on Sylph. Seems Sylph is sleeping in a bush tonight. Second watch comes around. Roddy goes and wakes up Edna, and it seems that your new compatriot that you picked up from the watchtower is kind of milling about camp, kind of. Well, I'd say give me a sense motive, both of you.
There.
He's-
Well, that sucked.
Gochin?
It's taking a little bit to get my sheet loaded. Okay. Let's see, do I have sense motive on this? Oh, nope. No points in it.
Okay. Well, at the very least, it seems that she's up and about. It's difficult to kind of like read her language, body language. You would think that after the kind of day that she's had, she would probably, want some rest and some sleep. But you're on watch this evening. Is there any discussions? Is there any, chats? Anything you're looking to do during the watch outside of just doing,
The
look
watch.
about?
I would like to take a small cup of water, dump it on Sylph's pants quietly, and then go check on the newbie.
I need you to roll me I need a stealth check from you. Sylph, I need a perception check from you. You do have a penalty because you're asleep, but this is also feeling.
Right. All right, Sylph. You got this. Yeah. Come on, Sylph. You got this.
I apologize, but with your -5 penalty, that is not gonna do it. You
Oh,
remain
no.
asleep.
Sylph pee.
And what's bad is, it's warm water, so then eventually he
Well,
does actually pee himself.
Don't pee.
Roddy and Sylph, bedwetters together.
Yes.
So you said you're gonna go check on the newbie.
Yes.
Gochin, are you doing anything during this evening since you've just kind of been told to keep watch?
Yeah, he's just keeping watch very intently, making sure to observe everything. So he saw all the things.
Oh yes, you definitely saw Ethna walk over and just like subtly dump a small bucket of water on Sylph's trousers.
He's like, interesting.
There's nothing going for him down there either. Just so everyone knows.
Mm. But you do happen to catch this.
How much do we sleep? How much HP do we heal with rest there? Is it just our level?
That is going to be your level plus your constitution modifiers.
Okay.
But yes, so Athena, how do you approach the
newbie.
your new compatriot?
Uh,
How do you approach Calrian?
I guess I would approach her in a
In a
how,
not-friendly
what's the
fashion,
word? I'm trying to think of the word. The word's not coming to brain now.
Timid.
Not timid, no, cautious. Cautiously approach her.
I will say that she's kind of like just kept pacing around like the campfire a little bit, maybe in between like a tent here or there, but it definitely is trying to be quiet, not like walking around and like inspecting anything, just pacing.
The only reason I say cautious because she did just deal with a lot of shit today, and I don't know if she's gonna be like a hair trigger right now.
That's
cautiously.
That's fair.
Cautiously approach her.
So you step up with like that like reserved kind of body language, just kind of walking up. She kind of takes note of you approaching and just kind of like nods politely, but otherwise doesn't say anything. Do you say anything?
I would ask her, how is she faring?
I'm alive, so I suppose well enough. Today's been a lot. Yeah?
Definitely has been a lot.
I don't know. I am processing. I know my duty is to return to Castle Everstand and make light of what has transpired. But I'm not sure after that.
I would recommend to her she takes a moment to mourn for her comrades and pray to her deity for guidance.
She kind of nod to you. I've certainly done as much. As you all were heading back to Caravan, I made sure to whisper a word to Iomedae and hope that wherever they are, it's better than these treacherous lands. I truly don't know what would have happened if it weren't for you and your band making your way in unlikely circumstances. So, that you, as mentioned before, have my eternal gratitude. She kind of would just look to you. It seems like whilst she's holding her composure, while it's not hair trigger, it is certainly fragile. Whatever are you all even doing out in these lands? Normally, caravanners of such tend to avoid getting into the mix with the tribes of Beltson.
Um, we are in search of things.
She just kind of like raises an eyebrow at you. Like, not. She understands your words, but doesn't quite understand the context or intent. What is there to be found within these locales? Besides a certain death sentence, unless you are looking to return to Lastwall for such findings. Maybe a pilgrimage to Vigil?
I kind of just keep quiet because I don't want to add too much to her because I don't trust her 100% yet.
Kind of, takes the silence and, nods. It's like, I'm sorry, I suppose I was looking for a distraction, but I should let you keep to your watches then. I should probably go lie down or something. Thank you. I never got any of your names, actually.
I tell her my name and Gochin, point to Gochin over where he's watching. And then
Does Gochin say anything during this?
I say,
As like Ethena's kind of introducing you to and like explaining briefly about little things. You can feel free to chime in as often as you like there, one.
Yeah, he'll go over, yo.
he is quite young still.
Can he be
from my
heard over
understanding.
Garland snoring?
Yes. Like the tents are fairly like close to one another, so to speak, as to be a bit more of the defensive, positioning. So that way no one person is necessarily like caught away from the others in the event of an ambush.
But
yeah.
introducing Gochin, I explained to her I will introduce her to other people of the caravan in the morning when they have awoken.
She, nods. That's fair. I apologize for imposing on you all as much as I have.
I tell her she is not imposing because a lot of us are just a ragtag team, so we all impose on each other.
You'd get a light chuckle to that before she kind of like bows her head and I was gonna make you roll for that in case you had the like fortuitous to like keep it, but hey, if you're going for it, man.
Hey, nature calls.
Good thing he's not in his bed.
Right? But Calrian would kind of bow her head and, as a show of thanks and kind of make her way to the tent that had been offered to her earlier in the arrival. So it's at this point that I would require Gochin and Ethna to go ahead and roll me a perception check for this portion of the evening's watch.
Shit.
A little bit of clarity of mind knowing that your recent addition does not seem to be at least a threatening one. Ethna kind of keeps a vigilant eye on the rest of the tents. It seems that over the course of the night, everyone has taken to some form of slumbering. Ethna does, however, catch that at moments in the evening, there does seem to be like little flickers of light that come from the fortune teller's wagon. But it doesn't seem threatening by any standard. With that, third watch is ready to begin. Who is taking third watch?
I.
Obviously.
Avik wants her beauty sleep, damn it.
Does Ethan wake anybody up for third watch?
Let's wake the alchemist, or whatever his name is. Kogan? Koga?
Sure.
Whatever his name is.
He kind of looks at you and is like, "Hey there, lass.
Time for watch.
All right, sure. I guess I can do that. Just don't rattle anything back here unless you like explosions."
I do like explosions, but I won't rattle a thing.
All right. And kind of, pats you on the back and heads on out and takes note of Goch and kind of posts it up and goes, "Yo."
What's up?
So,
Bazinga!
They're gonna have a bro moment.
so, anything interesting going on tonight?
Well, there was a prank that happened earlier.
A
We'll have to
couple,
see how
couple
that
of them.
goes.
A couple of them.
Oh, really? By what do you mean? What kind of prank we talking? Nothing like the cart prank from earlier.
Well, there was some water that was poured on our little Barty friend.
Oh, the one that already pees the bed? Damn, that's
Yeah. So he's definitely gonna wake up thinking he did it again. I'm not saying a word. Yeah.
All right. So that poor Roddy fellow's pissing the bed again. You would have thought that his parents trained him better.
Mm-hmm.
That's gotta be. Wow. I wonder why he's not that popular with the ladies.
Yeah, among other things.
So, anything else?
Not too much. Not a lot going on. Thankfully, at least, because the
Right.
action at this time of night's not always the best, especially since I can't really see that far.
Oh, that's fair. You're one of those daytime fighters, not really capable of doing shit at night, huh?
Yeah, nighttime's for sleeping.
Nighttime's best time in order to get some work done.
I guess if you're a night owl, I suppose.
I mean, you think of it this way: you got far less distractions. People aren't, really watching you. You could really get some, midnight oil burning and just, take care of what you need to get done.
Yeah, I guess. But then if you get a good night's rest, you'll be even better in the morning.
Yeah, but you could sleep during the day and let everyone do the work.
Oh, I see. But what about now? Because now, if anything pops off, you're going to be doing the work.
Oh, but see, that's the thing. No one's in my way.
Oh, then they won't know what you're capable of either to make you do more things.
Exactly. If I need to set off a few explosions, well, guess what? Nobody's standing in the way, so I don't have to worry about some friendly fire. If I need to get a little bit of, wagon maintenance done, well, guess what? I can see in the dark. And I've got the tools.
I see. You see Gochen writing his pen waggling around as he's writing on a little tiny sheet of paper.
There's perks to the, nightlife, Also, if you're awake at night and you're in the city, there's so much shit going on. There's businesses that don't open until the sun goes down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
Let me ask you this. You only ever lived life in that little podunk town you call home?
Yeah, a lot happens there. We get some orc raids every now and then.
Orc raids. You should make your way over to, Kilmore or Cragadan or, Magnamore. Shit, even Vigil's got a nightlife that don't tell the clerics, but there's some shit that goes down in those streets when they're not paying attention.
Or out of character, Catapesh, where you can buy literally anything as long as you have the right money.
Right, but you know, he's
I like how you
talking
say
about
the right
places-
money too.
he's talking about the places in like Avestan, but yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
nightlife. I'm telling you, it's where the parties are at.
I might have to check that out sometime. Maybe on our adventure we'll end up at one of these places.
Who knows? I mean, Vigil's not too far away, I suppose, but from the course that we were charting, yeah, I guess we're not really getting that close to it.
Well, maybe I can talk the group into stopping by once.
Maybe on the return trip once you know your mission's all said and done, right?
Yep.
Sell the spoils of war in you know, style. Kinda gives you a head nod.
Mm.
But I suppose that you two can kind of chit chat as to the pros and cons of nightlife and life in True Now. And you know, maybe Gochin gets a little inspired about the way that parties happen in you know, bigger metropolises and you know, towns of culture.
Where he comes from, everyone goes to sleep at 9.
Yeah, basically. The only people that don't are the people that have to do watch. Which might be why you're so reticent to do watch, because that means that, oh man, I gotta do the things that the guards did. But yeah, so go ahead and toss me one last perception check there, Gochin. And I'll toss one for Kogan.
He got to plead off having to do watch before because he was a blacksmith, but you know, now here he doesn't get that excuse. So he's having to make up for all the times he was able to skip on watch duty before.
He didn't even claim he's tired either. He gets to do all of the watch.
Yeah. Until he does like something that breaks it. Like strenuous working out.
And then Eva's response is, no. You get to do all of the watch.
So
Ava.
it's like shouts out into the night that the captain's ship is going down. They're taking out water, and then slowly mumbles back.
Bright
all
and
good.
early are the you know, birds tweeting towards the rising sun as you know, everybody's kind of able to start waking up. The first thing that Sylph kind of takes you know, note of is a bigger boot kind of like standing next to his face and just kind of nudging him awake, and it's like, "You all right, lad? You still sleeping?"
Where am I? Was
As
on
you
watch.
As you look up, you can see the orcish figure of Dregar kind of like looking down at you, you know, just kind of extending a hand. "What you on doing in the bush?"
I was watching. I was watching Roddy and Chompy, and I was hoping he would get close to his mouth, and I just kind of nodded off. I had the wildest dreams. I was on a pirate ship. We're sailing the oceans.
"Hey, see that?" And he kind of looks down at your trousers and is like, "You may want to go clean yourself up."
Sylph looks down. Good God!
"It seems you might have done pissed yourself."
It seems I have. I gotta tell Roddy.
I could just
As you say that, like Roddy's walking out of the tent, sees you kind of walking on up, points and laughs.
It should be noted that this entire time, Roddy has been followed very closely by Chompy.
Oh yeah, no,
Nighttime
he's
all
like,
the way till now. He has not allowed Roddy to sleep.
like Roddy just kind of points over to Sylph and just laughs. It's like, "It looks like the rumors may have actually been reflected on the rumor teller."
It seems we're brothers in battle.
I can
Oh,
just
no.
imagine Dolgus waking up and going, female? I smell pee.
Wow.
No, it's clearly too stinky to be female.
Uh,
Or rather, it doesn't have the right stank to it, I should say.
ain't got the right stank to attack the male.
You dinguses.
Keep
But
it
yes,
right,
Roddy tries to haze Sylph, and Sylph tries to put it a bit of a performance. So what I need from you, Sylph, is a bluff check versus Roddy's bluff check to see whose version of the story. Oop, hi, kitty. Whose version of the story, takes hold amongst the caravan.
Okay.
Scared. Ooh, that is a good bluff check.
Say, my dear Roddy, I am a bard.
Yes, you are. So you're brothers in arms of this battle race. You take your bedwetting prank with grace, as Roddy is unable to, fully deter everyone's thoughts of him onto you. You are both now in the bedwetting bed.
I make this like valiant stand as like, my dear Roddy, as everyone expects me to pee myself when I sleep, no one expects you to pee yourself when you sleep. And the fact that you cowered behind your words disgusts me, and I walk off sloshing in my pants.
And this is why they sleep in the same tent.
Yeah.
They get to
Yep.
smell like pee.
And Gochan nods. He makes a valid point there.
Gochin, you believe me, right?
No.
No.
It's gonna be so fun playing a very stoic character in the next one. Well, in the vampire one. Sylph's all off the wall, and my next guy is gonna be just very vague.
Damn it.
Yes, to everyone involved. All is right in the world.
God.
I mean, we have to die, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any
We
case.
do have to die.
It's part like step one of becoming a vampire. Just
Uh-huh.
roll with it.
So, as breakfast gets divvied out by the hands of Jessmies and to the rest of you, Roddy kind of tries to send Chompy back off towards Stolgus as things are getting underway. People begin to break down the tents.
Yeah, Chompy will now, since he's tired, he's been awake most of the night, will find one of the wagons, climb into it. Even if they're trying to put stuff there, he climbs into it. And he's going to lay down there and just nap.
Fair enough.
Yay.
They kind of build the little fort around, Chompy as they put things away. So he's got, a nice little cove to kind of snuggle into. Of course, he gets all the softest things put, directly around him. But Calrian kind of steps up to Evanon. It's like, you have quite the rowdy group for the morning.
Every morning and noon and night. They're always rowdy.
I see. So then, if I might impose introductions then?
Sure. Let's start with Ava.
So she'll follow you to Ava then.
And this is Ava.
Oh. Hello.
Hello, Miss Ava. She kind of nods to you politely.
Ava just nods back.
Ava likes books, so if you have any of those, give them to her.
I see. I have little in the ways of writings outside of the scriptures of Iomade and her precepts, but I am guessing that this is a historian of yours, then, or
Yeah.
Suppose. Often referred to as a scholar, but that title would suit me as well.
I see. I believe I understand. She kind of nods. She clearly seems to not be trying to be rude.
Have you been out here long?
I have been posted at the watchtower for, I would say, 4 seasons. My previous assignment was as border watch for Vigil itself. As part of training from the Knights of Ozum and their main branch and headquarters within Vigil.
That's so interesting. Ava just kind of stares at her as if expecting more. Good talk. And then Ava steps away.
Like, Calrian seems a little like, is she always this difficult to engage reaction from? I find her very hard to read.
She is if she likes you, she's like that. A little more talkative, but not much.
Understood.
Ava will continue to watch her throughout the day from a distance.
Good,
Oh,
Ava.
yeah.
Good, Ava. That's why you were first.
Doesn't say anything and doesn't approach her first, but she does not hide the fact that she's watching her basically throughout the entire day.
Okay,
How
alright.
creepy this would be to be everywhere you go behind your shoulders this creepy little elemental child girl.
No, just all I'm imagining is like, as like the caravan stops and like everyone's getting off, the paladin steps off the back wagon and just like right next to the side is just Ava just staring up at her, and like she doesn't say anything until like Paladin just goes hello, and Ava just goes hello, and then walks away. Later,
Yes.
she's like coming out of the woods from you, like, you know, relieving herself. You just see Ava sitting across the camp, just staring directly at her. Just deadpan the entire time.
Okay. Who next? Let's take her to Dulgus next.
Dolgus, alright. What would
Dolgus.
Dolgus
How
be doing first thing in
unfortunate.
the morning?
Well, after he has come back communing with nature, by which I mean taking a piss, taking a shit, and also preparing his spells at the same time. I do mean at the same time. You know, kind of like a guy might read a newspaper on toilet back in the 50s.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I can 1000% imagine, like, as Dolgus is, like, doing his daily, like,
Morning shit.
essentials. Like, he interprets the shape of his shit, maybe the way that, you know, his piss, like, forms the ground beneath him, like, how it trickles here and there and interfaces with nature.
Anyway, he's leaving away from that area, and that's probably when you find him.
So this is Dulgus in all his glory.
Who's this?
I am Calrian, paladin of the Knights of Ozum.
Oh, right, you, her. Were you missing a hammer? Nah, probably not.
No, I do not wield a hammer. I wield a longsword and shield.
Okay, just making sure. Have you seen Chompy anywhere? That's Chompy.
The
I love
little,
Chompy, by the way.
the little dinosaur fellow.
Little. Well, I suppose he's kind of little now, but he'll get bigger, I assure you.
Very
Coming
nice
up
to
on a
know.
growth spurt.
I do believe that I saw him partake of part of the space in one of the back of the wagons.
Oh, yeah, that's what he does. At least when there's wagons.
He's
We don't
sleeping.
usually have wagons, but when we do have wagons, he does that.
That's fair. So, what is it that you do within this merry band there, Sir Dolgus?
Well, I do what any good lizardman shaman would do.
She kind of raises an eyebrow, looks back to Evan, and then back to Dolgus.
That's fuck up people asking for it, and generally be the nature guy, because no one else understands nature, because they're idiots. I mean, they're dumb, they're stupid. You have no idea.
I see.
I agree on
Then
the
you look like a
stupid.
stupid idiot, too. Do I have to worry about you? I probably have to worry about you.
I know a fair bit about these lands, although I'm nothing that comes close to a ranger, so if it comes to the forces of nature, I will be sure to lend my ear to your expertise.
Okay, well, that's all well and dandy. That's fine. Have you heard of Backrug, though?
She gives you another, like she looks back to Evan and then looks back to you and it's like, I can't say I have.
No one here knows anything. And instead of trying to explain it, Dolgus will stomp off in the direction of Chompy.
Just he pisses himself off.
she like looks back to Evan and goes, well, he's certainly a unique character amongst your band.
He's not even the worst one. We'll wait on that one.
Okay, then.
Clearly, out of character, clearly I'm not trying hard enough. Who do I need to beat?
So, who's next?
We
Also,
will...
don't forget, he's stinky. He is stinky.
we will go.
Not when Ava's around.
You also have the NPCs that are a part of the
oh, I
caravan
know.
as well.
I'm working
Okay.
through them.
No problem, no problem.
Let's go. See Jess.
Jess. Jess is currently at the mess area for food and all of that as you approach. She's currently got like a small little spatula sticking out of her hair bun and a few other like tong-like implements in order to like serve some of the prepared sausage patties and the like. And she would kind of like look up to you and the approaching paladin and go, "Ah, yes, the Night Lady of Ozum. Yeah, that. Welcome. Did you want seconds?" Kind of like looks to both of you, but like somewhat like paused smile.
I would not like seconds. That spatula makes me worry about hair in the food, but I'd want to introduce you.
I do believe I met this one, but I never got her name. I am Jess. Jess Meeson. I kind of help take care of some of the merchandising side of things, organization of goods, and also tend to some of the food care that the caravan needs. You don't have to worry about hair, I promise. It has never ended up in the food before.
There's always a first.
Kind of, she, takes the spatula out, kind of scratches her head a little bit. I don't know what you mean. Oh, this is cosmetic. I made this out of some of the wood we found not too far away.
As long as it stays cosmetic, I will appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. She kind of gives you a small smile. Callahan's like, so the mess cook and she kind of like leans over. Is she a little touched in the head as well?
Very.
Dangerous?
No, just klutzy,
I see.
ditzy, a few of the many things.
Well, Lady Jess, I do appreciate your cookery this morning, and hope that you fare well for the rest of the day. She kind of nods and like looks to you as like she's ready to go. just kind of like nods her head excitedly.
I will immediately turn away from them because I do not want to talk to Sylph yet. And we will go find Dregger. Because we do not be talking to Sylph in his loincloth.
Until they gave him armor, that was what Dolgus was wearing. Just his loincloth.
Right.
His personalized loincloth.
Well, he's stirring
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with what's going on right now. I'm cleaning my clothes.
next to
Yep,
the food.
yep.
Next to
There's
the
nothing
food.
right with what's going on.
At one point, you see like Jess reaches for some water and goes, and scoops it from the cauldron.
Yes. We were meant to be together.
I demand death.
As we're heading to Dreggar, I'm pretty sure they're about to be married. They're a perfect couple.
Who?
Eva,
The two idiots.
The two idiots.
Aw.
Dolgus
Eva
ain't
wishes she
marrying
knew.
that person.
Ava wishes she knew Purify Food and Drink.
They don't have enough scales.
To be fair, every time that you guys have eaten the food, it has turned out quite well. And
Yeah.
it's not like you guys have found any variant of impurities or the like. I would actually like that any of those who are nearby to give me a perception check as she takes the cup of water.
Oh God.
I don't know. Ava.
For once, Ava cares.
Oh God, Sylph.
Still.
Dolgus doesn't care. He's not bothering.
So,
Oten's just curious.
so Sylph and Ava take note that the water that she pulled from the boiling pot, she immediately puts into a bowl of berries and the like,
Oh God.
and starts mashing them into what looks like maybe some variant of paste or ink.
Oh, wow.
And then she just kind of takes the pointed end of a quill and just starts jotting a note down somewhere. Sylph is the only one that notes that it is writing down the name of the paladin and that she'll need to account for extra portions within daily meals.
I forgot that Jess writes down.
So, where to next, Ethna?
Dreggar. Wherever
Dragar.
he's at.
Dragar's kind of been loading stuff into the back of the wagons where you can see Chompy is currently nestled and Dolgus is kind of, looking around the wagons for Chompy.
I would like to, as we're walking, point to where he is to Dolgus. Just a tip.
Dolgus thinks you're pointing out to how neatly stacked the stuff is, and just shrugs and nods, and keeps on looking this way.
He'll figure it out.
What can Dragar do for you today?
We are just doing introductions for the newbie.
Ah, yeah, Night Lady. Hi, I'm Dragar. I do the ranging, and the scouting, and the general orc stuff.
Ranging and
Kinda.
mirroring.
She kind of nods and it's that is certainly a skill set that is absolutely useful. You kind of answered my question already. Straightforward fellow.
Yeah.
Dragar appreciates when people are straightforward with him, so he's straightforward with them. You need an axe put somewhere? Dragar's here for it.
That's a man I can respect.
Basically. That's apt. kind of like just gives a smile and a nod, respectfully. No, but like after he does, he just kind of looks to both of you, raises up a finger to his lips, and like a shh, kind of nods to the sleeping dinosaur.
Yeah,
Don't wake him. He's all cute in there.
It's like, don't wake daddy.
Like Dregar makes sure to like put a like small bag of like exposed rations like just near Chompy, but not like too close to his face. I know I get the munchies when I get woken up.
Oh, Chompy is accruing worshippers.
Behold,
A
he
new
will
deity
become
shall
the
soon be
avatar.
joining.
He's going to become the avatar of your god.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
nope, that was all we wanted to do.
He nods, continues to stack other things around the sleeping dinosaur.
Let's go off and see Tasha.
Tasha seems to be doing perimeter walks as, the caravan's getting broken down. Kinda takes note of you both. So, what can I do for you? We getting ready to take off?
Momentarily we will be, but we're just going around for introductions for the newbie.
Right, you picked me up from the watchtower.
Yes.
So we got one more mouth to feed. It is what it is. How long you staying? Calvin just kind of looks at him and is like, hopefully just to Castle Everstand, and there I should be able to make my way back to a nearby city or receive new orders, I suppose. Tasha, was it? The ranger kind of nods to her. Yep.
Here she's got a cauldron full of everything.
I do some of the foraging. Just a basic guard. Nothing to really speak of. But, if we're getting ready to take off, just let me know. And, well, if you're looking for anything useful amongst the caravan, I'm not the person for it. She kind of gives a small smirk.
We will keep that in mind.
Look, if you need something useful, that's either the boss or the, frazzled one. The pick-me-up from Jurnau. I don't know, the bards hang around her.
Jess.
That one. Calrian just kind of goes, very well then. Kind of like turns to start to walk away, looks to you. Not very personable, that one, is she?
No. Definitely not.
Shield.
Hmm?
Is that tic-tac-toe?
That was the one that wouldn't play tic-tac-toe.
Yes.
Yep.
Tic-tac-toe.
She doesn't
look
like
at
you.
the hoe.
Where to next?
Let's go talk to Roddy.
Roddy, alright.
Rowdy.
Roddy seems to be finishing up with the last of the tents that needed to be broken down. Kinda waves you over. Evana, what can I do for you and your, Miss Calrian this morning?
Just doing a round of introductions, making sure you didn't pee yourself last night.
I was perfectly fine and comfortable within my tent, with maybe the minor exception of our dinosaur friend being quite persistent for alcohol. Strange
Yeah.
company, but
Yeah.
he's a good little fellow.
At least you had a dry bed compared to the other bard.
Indeed. I swear to you that my bed has always been dry, with the exception of a few nights of, well, we won't talk about those.
Too many
Kinda
drinking.
gives a wink to the, ladies here. In any case, one of the established guard captains back at Trunau. I hear you're a bit of a career woman yourself. Calrian kind of like nods, like one of the Knights of Ozum, although I would not necessarily relate as common guard. Might you understand? Roddy's like, yes, my apologies. The cities of Idril are always so much more occupied than our little border town of Trunau. But we're nevertheless under the same amount of danger from the orcs here and there, are we not? Kind of gives her an acknowledging glance and just like, yes, we are. It was a pleasure to meet you. Roddy, was it? May you remain safe in these territories. Kind of gives a nod. These two don't seem to like each other very much, or at least are Tarson like who's got it worse in Trunau or in Velkson,
They're trying to see who has the bigger balls. Or
basically.
more wrinkly balls.
Men politics.
Men with a woman though.
Right.
Her balls just seem to be on her chest instead.
So Roddy kind of nods to you and parts ways. Kind of puts the last of the tent fixings up in their designated bags and starts lugging it back towards the caravan.
Mm.
Only so many left.
Yep. Let's go see Darlin. I don't think we've done him yet.
Nope. Is Derek back?
Is he back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, be careful.
No, speak up.
What would Darlin be doing this early in the morning?
Let's see. Braiding his beard.
Fair enough.
Because, it doesn't want to trip over it.
That is very fair. So,
If you look at his picture, he has quite the long beard and it's always braided up.
So you catch Darlin amidst the braiding of his beard this early in the morning.
The hammer sitting next to him in all its majesty.
I approach and I point at the hammer and be like, Darlin, I think that needs to be polished.
It's fine.
It needs some love.
You need some love. Go talk
I-
to Sylph, I'm sure
I
he'll
do need
love
some love, but I do not want self.
Well then.
Self is used.
Aww.
He's tainted by tiefling blood.
Some may call me thrifty.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright then,
Somebody
that's
call
awesome.
you a nuisance, but hey.
Aw, it's still so amazing.
I'm a good shot.
In any case, Calrian kind of like looks to you two and it's like, interesting.
So does she take notice of like the 3 different holy symbols that he's wearing? Kind of, because he's got, the hammer has the holy symbol of the one guy on it. He's got Torax holy symbol on his armor, and the other holy symbol as well.
What's the other holy symbol again?
God, what is that other armor piece?
I'm the one with the pistol.
Well, remember that your armor is 1 lumped armor now, right?
Yeah, 1 lump. But I'm thinking of it probably has pieces of the other one still on it.
The other one I don't
Yeah.
think really had anything else on it.
Minderhole?
Minderhall is the hammer.
Minderhall is the hammer. Where is it?
Oh.
It's not.
The armor?
Uskroth's
Yeah,
armor does not actually have
Yeah.
does
a
this
holy
cross not
symbol.
have?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it does not have a holy symbol or anything on it that
Okay, so it would just be the 2 holy symbols then.
yeah. Well, she kind of just nods to you. She does not make mention of the holy symbols per se. She does seem to give you an appraising glance, but as to anything else, is who knows.
Yeah, he's just braiding his beard and then, fixing maybe a couple of well, no, because they're magic now, so never pop the spikes. Maybe polishing the hammer afterwards.
That's
polishing
fair,
his hammer.
but Evana and
Giving
this
it long, beautiful strokes in front of the two women.
Evana's
This is dwarven courtship right here. This is him putting himself out there.
So what is this one's name then? The one who seems to flirt with you?
Darlin.
Oh, we're at pet names with him already.
No. It is not a pet name. That is his actual
No,
name.
that is my actual name, is Darwin.
I see. Dwarvish and dialect then. Okay. Mr. Stormbreaker, I'm Calrian Blix.
Yes, the paladin girl who is in all twisted sorts of fate.
One could certainly look at the situation that way, yes. It is interesting to see dwarves so far into the holds of Belkson. Do you hail from Kragnaroth or maybe Yanderhof?
I don't know if I should be telling you that.
Fair enough. It seems this caravan likes to keep things close to their chest. Not that I blame you. The region's not exactly a nice area, but I assure you that Lastwall at least is a beacon of good and all that needs to fight off the darkness, be that the Whispering Tyrant or the holds of Belkson. But I will intrude no further this morning. It was a pleasure to meet you, Darlin Stormbreaker.
Good day.
What exactly does he do for the group there? As you two walk off,
He rolls into things.
she kind of raises her eyebrow again. I mean, I know he's a dwarf, but that seems a little derogatory.
She's like, no, literally.
Yeah, literally.
He runs into things.
Yeah. Always running into things with his spikes.
I see. I guess that is one way
He has
to
more
inflict-
than one dick.
I will
Wow.
penetrate everyone.
Wow.
It's more like you sit down in the middle and then everyone's just riding you at different angles because you're a multi-headed dildo hydra.
Wow. Okay, then moving on.
Has some weird.
I'm tired. I'm
Weird.
very tired.
Where to next? Daisy has gotten Andrew in some weird mind funk.
Well, let's say the guy I play with is the most sailor of sailor mouse because he actually used to be a sailor.
Let's go see.
Ava watches Sylph. Oh my.
She's watching everyone.
Oh boy. Let's go and see the fortune teller.
All right. She is easily found at her.
Silk
Go ahead.
knows that she's purposely skipping him. His face lights up in joy as they walk gleefully by him each time.
Eva just frowns whenever she walks past him and shakes her head.
Oh man.
Frowns is a strong word. She just kind of glares vacantly at him. At least Sylph thinks it's a glare.
So you walk up to the fortune teller's wagon, and inside Valana is flipping some of the tarot cards kind of across the table, and as
Wow,
you
the
kind
deck of many things. Draw from it
as-
quick before she can finish.
as you step up, she looks to you and is like, yes, a wayward pickup. And possible ally for the future, maybe.
Yeah.
Calrian kind of like looks to you and is like, "That's a little presumptuous." Milano just kind of raised her hands. "I only read the cards."
Those,
Calrian just kind of, raised her eyebrow again and looks to you.
those
This is
cards
the-
found me.
Interesting. I suppose then. What say your cards about this meeting then? On it would go. Well, outside of a budding sense of destiny, I'm sure that we'll run into a little bit of tragedy before we've gone too far, as is every adventure. But you in particular were given the gift of knowledge. I believe that you hold something that may behoove our would-be heroes in their course to come. What it is, I'm not 100% sure. The cards don't tell me much, but everyone has their part to play. Calrian just kind of, like, has a confused look, like she thinks she understood what she said, and, like, tries to rack her brain and, like, looks to Evan and it's like, I'm not a scholar in the same way that your Windward Lady Ava was. I'm not sure what knowledge I would have that would aid you. Maybe something at Castle Everstand?
It's quite possible. We'll find out.
Bolana just kind of gives that, like, look of, that smile of, like, I know what I'm talking about, and might know more than what I'm saying, but just kind of, like, waves you both off. It was a pleasure to meet you, Miss Carrianne Blix. I'm sure that we'll have further chances to speak. The paladin just kind of nods and, like, slowly backs away from the fortune teller's wagon. You have quite the eclectic group.
Oh, yeah. We're not done yet.
Really?
Yeah, a couple more. Well, let's
Dora?
go and see Sylph.
I believe I've met this one. But she kind of follows you off to see where Sylph is. How far along in the process is Sylph with his clothes and everything else?
He's just buttoning up his undershirt, about to put on his his singing steel or whatever.
Fair
Singing
enough.
medal. So he's kind of like brushing it as they come by.
Fair enough. You see Ethna and Calrian, make their way towards you.
He turns around. The smile that everyone thought was going to be there is just an utter, just like monotone fashion. He stares. Hi.
It seems we have peeved him.
Well, hello, fair bard.
How
That
may I help?
is your profession amongst this merry band, yes?
His eyes dart over at Ava and he darts back to her. I'm Sylph.
Yes, I'm Kazuma.
Okay. Okay. I thank
Who
you.
got that? I can see it. Like at least 3 of you got that reference.
I'm all here for gender equality. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh man. She looks to Sylph and is like, I appreciate your assistance in the removal of the orc threats that we had harassing the watchtower. You
My
and your
pleasure.
friends. Go ahead.
We noticed the lights and Ava over here, and he glances over at Ava and back at her again. she cast a spell on me and it didn't work. Well, it worked, but then it didn't work because I broke it. And then other things happen, and like he starts sweating, and like we noticed the goblins were attacking, and then Darling
Orcs.
ran out of nowhere with this huge hammer, was like, and just hit this guy, and he went really small. And then Gochin was big, and then you were there, and then I peed, and then darted back at Ava with his eyes, and back at her again.
I see. Outside of your songs and theatrics, what is it that you do for this merry band? Where do you see your adventures taking you?
Causing us problems.
Yeah, he's just staring at her now, like completely like in pause, doesn't know what to do because Ava's just staring him down. He's trying so hard to like keep his composure. So I inspire courage, and I shoot my gun.
You are trained with firearms. That's quite commendable. That's an emerging art, I hear.
Yes, I wasn't too sure about it, and then a fine lady back at Turnau taught me better on how to rifle. So I got good.
I see. I commend your talents, Sir Bard. Hopefully they keep you and yours safe whilst journeying out in Boxen.
He just saw all of a sudden just breaks character and he pats her on the head. He was like, "I'm so sorry. Here, let me give you a hug. I held it in so hard, Ava. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry."
Like she like catches your hands and like, I would ask that you refrain from touching me, please.
Okay.
The bard is quite
Darla will walk
handsy.
by and be like, "That's probably a smart idea. You don't know what kind of weird diseases he has."
I'm sure he's fine.
Sylph like runs off as fast as he can because he knows that he did the best that he could to keep his composure.
Ava just watches.
Like, as Sylph is running off, and like Roddy's like, "I'll get him."
No.
Try not to hypnotize him this time.
Fuck off.
I'm
We
sure
should
he
just
wants to
leave him.
do that to you.
Roddy takes off to like, go catch Sylph.
While they're gone, let's leave.
Yes, let's go.
Shut
That
up.
does not seem honorable to leave comrades behind.
Oh, they'd find their way back somehow. They'd get lost and somehow make it there before the caravan.
Trust me,
Yeah.
with those two
I like
guys.
that one scene in The Emperor's New Groove where the villains get to the place first, but even they have no idea how they did it. Yeah, by lights, it makes no sense whatsoever.
Man, I could totally see them pulling similar shenanigans. Oh my god. They are straight up like the, they are the two goofballs from the road to El Dorado.
They'll literally just go. They'll probably be
Miguel
just
and
there.
Tulio.
Tulio and Miguel.
Mhm. That is those two.
I'm still holding on like,
In any case, let's see. I think you've got everybody.
Nope, there's one
Well,
left.
One left, yeah.
One left. And it's Kogan.
All right.
we don't count that one.
He's currently chilling at his cart.
Not blowing things up?
No, not at the moment.
Well,
He seems to have a mug that has some sort of almost earthy kind of texture to it, almost like beans roasted.
My beer. God damn it.
It's not beer.
it better be coffee.
Coffee is really rare.
Yeah.
Yes, one might think it's coffee.
I mean, it's got beans.
It's
Roasted
got
beans.
beans.
It's roasted beans. It's the poor man's coffee. How's that?
If you had alchemy, it smells rich. I'll give you that.
What else is a bean? Cocos are beans, aren't they?
Sometimes, yeah.
Hmm.
The natural ones are.
Yes. The
Ava, you know the smell of coffee when it's around.
Ava gets a cup.
Do you ask for a cup?
Why would
Ava
you do
will
that?
watch and like slowly go through the actions of getting a cup, making it very apparent that she's not asking for permission, but seeing if they're gonna say anything.
Kogan's like, drop a coin to replace the fund.
Ava drops a gold coin.
He nods
And
to
then,
you.
and then suddenly that guy is feeling the strange nudging sensation of something behind him.
Is Chompy going after the coffee?
It's a smelly food item, so yes.
He woke up just for coffee.
Ava's gonna look over at Choppy and just, if you want something that reeks, go talk to Sylph.
There we go.
Or
He'll
perhaps
cock his head
Roddy.
to one side, but
at the card.
he'll cock his head to one side and then turn around and go off as if he understands what you just said.
The
Good boy.
line for coffee has begun. Oh goodness.
I was gonna ask for coffee too. Wanted a cup.
Drop a coin.
Do I have any coins?
It's gold.
I'll give you. I got.
Right, we were on over this. That's right.
Yeah, I've never been paid. Damn it.
Ava just kind of gives you a look and then pats you on the shoulder.
Everybody get 50 gold pieces.
That's in.
Carried?
I have
No.
$2.
That's in carried currency.
Equipment.
Where the
Equipment.
okay, equipment. Aha.
Carry.
Good, because I was at 0, because I don't
Oh,
think we had a
sweet.
loot split.
So wait, we just got 50 on top of what we have.
No, we basically haven't had a loot split yet because of
It's
the
all
way
been
things have
items.
gone.
Yeah, it's all been items for the most part, and nobody's
Yeah,
like paid you
22
like
GP right now.
yeah.
Oh, that's it.
That's what the
Sorry for
split
you.
would be. We haven't split it yet, though.
Yeah. You guys haven't like sold much in ways of some of the items you picked up as of recent. This
Ava's
is just
waiting
kind of
until it's a
like-
decent amount.
I'm just saying, like, out of like all the orcs and stuff that you've killed over the last, book and a half, 50 gold pieces for everybody's probably a, decent bet as to what they've kind of carried on average, split 6 ways.
Fair enough. At least I'm not broke anymore.
Mhm.
I will give 2 coins, get myself a cup, and Jess will mosey on over to her.
Oh, ooh, thank you. She kind of like accepts the cup from you happily. She pulls out a small little bag and sprinkles some white, stuff into the cup.
Still hold his cup up towards her and gestures towards having her pour him some, sprinkle him some.
She takes like 3 good scoops and puts it in there.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
The coffee just turns into a paste, so he grabs a spoon.
And meanwhile, he looks around and finds, as he feels Chompy behind him.
he holds the spoon out and lets Chompy have a taste.
Oh boy.
You have to fight to get the spoon back.
So,
And there's a
spoon's
tooth-shaped
yours.
there's a tooth-shaped bend in that spoon now.
I guess it's a good thing that we kept a good supply of spoons. I need Chompy to roll me a fortitude save.
What?
You just gave a
Uh-oh.
dinosaur a sample of caffeine. I want to see what
Oh, no.
happens.
Oh, jeez.
Beautiful.
Oh, no.
Chompy's got like the zoomies for at least the next hour.
He's got haste for an hour,
He's got
but
his little
like
dog
just for
zoomies.
movement. He's got the movement. He's got the movement speed from haste for the next hour, but none of the other
Basically.
benefits.
Basically.
Did
Napping,
anyone
sleeping-
here? Did anyone here see the movie Hoodwinked?
Yes.
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 Remember the squirrel, the coffee squirrel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't forget that squirrel.
No.
What have I done?
So, yep, that's basically Chompy right now. So, while everything else is going on in the camp, Chompy's basically just doing laps all over the place.
Good for him.
Silph do laps.
So, like, you guys could see this in the background. It's like, yeah, so don't feed coffee to the animal companions, but Kogan, Alchemist, Wainwright, General Skill Monkey around the caravan here. Pleasure to meet you. Galrian just kind of looks and is like, I see that you are a useful person to have around the caravan then. Alchemy is a persistent trade to make sure that people are well kept or well armed, from what I understand. Kinda nods. Sounds like you got the right of it. Sounds like you're a passenger for the time, so it doesn't sound like boss is gonna expect too much work out of you. A shame, really. Paladin's pretty useful. She kind of nods, but like doesn't answer the like putting her to work portion.
Leaves it hanging, implying her agreement, but not actually stating it.
I was gonna say she'll be put to work eventually.
She kind of looks to you and it's like, all right then.
Gotta earn your keep.
Well, I'm no stranger to it.
I
Was
still
there
want my
anyone
coffee.
else amongst?
I still want my coffee.
Okay, no, like if there's a coin, dropped, then Kogan kind of, points to some of the wooden mugs that are hung up on the like side of the cart. When you kind of like look inside this cart, it's meticulously organized.
Perfect.
Everything is labeled.
Darlin walks by with not coffee.
Ah,
He
he
has a
found
big old mug of ale.
he found Dragar's stash.
Oh boy.
He found Dragar's stash.
I will take that coffee. Give him the coin.
Yep. But with that, I believe everybody has been introduced.
Yes.
Everybody can kind of
Glory
pile
to
up.
Besides
That's
Chompy,
glory.
but Chompy is doing the zoomies, so
Chompy is self-explanatory, it seems.
yeah.
Like, she's heard the name enough, and it's like, the dinosaur is quite intriguing.
That is like the whole of the Chompy's what keeps like we need Chompy.
But you guys all collect up into the wagon, and with no more than maybe 5 hours ride, eventually you can see the keep of Castle Everstand, not too far off. As you roll up, you can see guards kind of hailing down from the barricade walls. Halt! Who goes there? Belanak would kind of poke a head out.
Darlin's half tempted to say, "A band of merry orcs, can't you tell?"
Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?
We are travelers from Trunau seeking asylum for the evening and possible trade. We have one of your number from the watchtowers over the western direction. We have news to share. Kind of like, we'll send a representative down to verify who you are. Stay put. Make no sudden movements and this will go smoothly. She kind of nods and re-enters her wagon. as a couple people in heraldry, quite similar to Calrian, kind of make their way outside of the gates of the castle walls, and do a light inspection of the caravan, kind of taking stock of people, counts your number, makes note of each of you.
Sylph, Roddy's like, I have an idea. It's a new prank I'm inventing. It's called.
It's called what? What are you trying to get us in
Mooning.
trouble with? Oh no.
Sylph needs to sit down.
I hate to tell you this, the dwarves invented that eons ago.
Yeah, they were.
That is an
They really
old dwarven tradition. How did you not know about that?
Let me live in my own.
If they stick a sword in your anus, it's not my fault.
Well,
This one
no, it's
requires
not.
a
It's my
proctated
treat.
ale.
Roddy says that as if that's actually happened to him once.
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah, Syl just kind of flinches. He's like, ow.
So do you commence with the mooning?
No. Syl puckers and sits back down.
We're learning all sorts of things tonight. But the inspection goes by fairly quickly, and you're all allowed entry within to Castle Everstan. While it is a castle by name, the premise of the grounds here is not overly large. This area spans probably no more than about 300 foot by 300 foot in square foot across the entire property. There's a small blacksmithy, there's a small stable to house your caravan, and as your horses disappear, they're a little odded out by that, but move on to do a more in-depth inspection as your purported merchants traveling the way. Calrian kind of steps out of the caravan and looks about and sees one of the guard captains give a nod to her and seems to head off to report after thanking you all one last time. As you all are kind of taking stock of the general castle grounds, I'd like for perception checks from the party.
So it has been said. So it must be something like that. Perception, you say?
Perception,
Observe
yes.
the mighty perception.
Darlin's too busy looking at this so-called
There's
castle.
Chompy. Let me see.
Call this a castle? This is like a
Dolgus. There's Dolgus.
This is the farmstead.
Good.
These used to dwarf castles, which are castles.
Yeah, dwarf fortresses are insane. They're like a quarter mile. In
And only
most cases.
only a portion of them are visible above ground.
Right.
Yes. That doesn't take into account the mile underground they go.
Right. This is clearly a human built keep. This is about this is about 150 feet, square footage for the actual keep, and the rest of the footage is just for all the other miscellaneous, essentials to keep things supplied. There are little hovels and peasant workers that are outside the castle walls, so to speak. So there is a bit of farming to self-sustain the castle itself. But it's clear that the actual fortress itself is not as large off as other places might be.
Darla wanted to go, and it's like, this place isn't even big enough to hold a dwarven forge.
Not even a basic dwarven forge either,
Oh yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
I've heard dwarven forges are pretty big. Never seen one myself.
So Sylph, Evana, and Dolgus would take note that as the caravan kind of empties out into this open courtyard. There are several watchtowers where Knights of Ozum are patrolling and keeping eye out into the border reaches around the castle. But amidst one of the balconies in the keep itself, there is a woman of long braided blonde hair that seems to be watching your entry with keen interest of sorts. Evina, this visage looks familiar to you.
I'd like to keep my head down.
I will go ahead and send this real quick. But it does seem that after some basic introductions are made, Calrian seems to head in towards the keep proper so that, she may give report in full.
Can I do anything to like check our carts and stuff?
You want to look over the maintenance of your wagons?
Yep.
I would need either a profession Wainwright, craft carpentry, or an engineering check at a slightly different, slightly more difficult tick.
Engineering. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I think that'd be a Kogan thing.
Yeah.
You could ask him.
Later.
Also ask Ava.
Or ask Ava.
Yeah, I could ask Ava too.
Ava doesn't care.
You know who does care? Not Ava.
I am noting I paused the recording so I could read that.
Fair enough.
So so no one else knows if they look at the thingy.
Yeah, it's all good.
Recording.
I thought you both were.
Well, yeah.
I'm recording.
Mine's on live stream. So far it's
So
only
is
stopped
mine.
once and I've gotten it to stay going the whole time.
That's good.
Mine stopped twice in the starting, but now it's go.
Nah, mine's only
All
stopped
good.
once.
But it does seem that there is a little bit of trade going on here. Castle Everstand does seem to have a small stall of, shops, basic in function. If you're looking for blacksmithy, there is, such tools here. If you're looking for a tannery, there's such tools here. Tailor, seems like there's someone here to maintain the banner, heraldry, and other, basic requirement of linens and cloths. Seems that on the outskirts there may have been a small fair of general goods or food stocks that could be purchased. It seemed that Jess was interested in heading out that way. Alana kind of seems posted up outside of her wagon, seeming to be willing to give fortunes, and would bid you all to walk over to her stall for a moment.
I'm gonna grab Jess by the arm and have her, because I'm gonna follow her to General Goods store afterwards.
So Jess will follow you over to Valana then. Is everyone else heading that way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whilst we're within Castle Everstand, we have a small moment of reprieve from the orc hordes. If you have any purchases or goods you would like to offload, now's probably your best chance to do so. I suspect that the Watch Warden will likely ask for an audience at some point this evening. So, until then, you have time to yourselves. But do not linger too far from the castle itself, lest you run up to the river and find yourselves swept downriver back towards Trunau. Do you have any questions?
Wallace doesn't. No. Chompy might, though.
She looks to Chompy. Do you have any questions? Kind of points its tail and seems to run off into a direction.
Lois will point that way, wherever that way happens to be.
Seems outside of the walls of the castle, maybe towards the scent of food.
Excellent. We're going to go get some food. Good job, Chompy.
And the rest of you?
Nope.
Very well then. As Game Master, I will go ahead and give you guys the opportunity to, if you have anything you want to investigate about the castle, to feel free to let me know now.
Are there any dinosaurs in about?
Searching the castle grounds, I would be able to tell you that no, you do not find any other dinosaurs or lizard-like companions hiding amongst the grounds.
Silth is going to, as he walks around, he's gonna take note of like the way people react and the conversations that he hears along the way, and just kind of gather
Some rumors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
Go
his
ahead and
part of
give me.
thing.
Yeah, go ahead and give me. Well, are you just listening, or are you actually trying to engage with the people?
If anything catches his eye, he'll engage. If there's any like rumors that interest him about like any of the things that we're investigating, like the artifacts and all that stuff,
Go
or just anything about
ahead.
attacks or anything that will just catch his eye. The juicy gossip.
I would say then go ahead and give me a diplomacy check if you are willing to engage with people in the realm of rumors. Very good. It seems that the coming time of let me just get this phrase one more time. The proving time is going to be right around the corner for the orc holds of Belkson. The time where all of the orcs basically have a ban on killings and follow the ways of the flood truce will be coming to a seasonal end. So people are a little worried that trade is going to get a little more difficult, and traversing the wilds, especially up towards like Freedom Town, might be a bit more on the risky side.
So it's an orc holiday where they don't fight, or?
Effectively, from what Sylph can gather, Orc Society has a few points that mark their semi-nomadic traditions. The annual movements can be divided into two distinct periods: the Proving Time and the Flood Truce. The Proving Time lasts from early fall to early spring, and is mostly marked by ceaseless warfare. As orcs love to fight, it allows them to prove their superiority over others. Most orcs also believe that it is the only way to truly own anything is to take it from another by force. That's whether it be food, slaves, weapons, anything else, like it's originated by these precepts. The other major season for them is the Flood Truce. So depending on the weather, it falls between late spring and late summer, and coincides with the first flash flood that effectively forces most of the wildlife to travel the banks of the flood road into central Belkson, where all orcs basically go out and hunt wild aurochs and migrate from the realm of the Mammoth Lords. Warfare and mass violence in general amongst orc tribes during this time are strictly taboo, as the aurochs are kind of the only reliable source of meat and leather for the entire year. They also spend the time to find mates amongst other tribes and occasionally make new tribal alliances. Or new feuds. The orcs are gonna orc. from what it sounds like, the flood truce is nearing its close. Likely within the next day or so, depending on how things turn out. Which means that traveling the Orklands are going to become much more difficult as you guys are getting into about the fall period of the year.
Mini battle.
Additionally,
Poten-
what's that, Sylph?
So potential battles.
Indeed. Something additional that you would likely learn whilst asking the many little citizens here around the settlement. Let me just... From what it sounds like, there have been a recent smatterings of river drakes harassing anyone near the waters of the river. It's been noted that some merchants have come into trouble with these recent attacks, and it seems that the river drakes have been pushed from their natural habitat, thus may have made new nests nearby. Seems there might be a possible reward for any who would be able to reclaim some lost goods in a recent scavenging by the river drakes. They don't allude as to what that reward might be, however. There are whispers also that the fort to the northwest is possibly haunted by the spirits of old. One such, villager says that their great-grandpappy used to work the vicinity of Red Lake Fort before it was overtaken by the Orc Horde line, and that spirits there are restless as they never knew peace.
That's something so interested.
They say that few actually made it out of that region alive.
No, Sylph's really interested in it.
I will remind you of the ghost rats that almost ate us.
And Sylph did run a long distance and poop. He did poop.
That's true. With a 31, you would know as much as that there are a few surviving maps of the region of that area, and that they've become kind of like a treasure hunter's collector's piece.
Interesting.
If one such person had such a thing, it'd be worth a pretty coin depending on who wants to go and investigate such a ghost-infested area.
What about drakes? You guys interested in drakes?
Sure. It's better than the undead.
Well, yeah, Sylph will grab Jess by the arms again and run on back to the group and tell them that there's a bounty for on the.
Fair enough. Well, what does the rest of the group do while Sylph's out rumor mongering?
Trying to figure out how we can sell off Syl.
Well, there are a few old ladies that are looking for some strapping young muscle in order to help them with their daily chores. While they're not into slavery, they just need some help, making sure that the ramshackled hovels outside of Castle Everstand are put into proper condition.
Just tell them it's roleplay.
Perfect for Gochin. I will walk up to Gochin and let him know about this. You could help some little old ladies. Maybe they'll even pay you. I get 10% because I found it.
Sounds like it might be a little sketch, though. Old ladies, they're crafty individuals.
They're old ladies. What are they gonna do? Suck your soul out of your body?
I mean,
Possibly.
Just go help the little old women.
I mean, we can send Roddy to do that.
I once saw one do a backwards crab walk
No.
up a wall.
Roddy would probably try and mesmerize them like he did Syl and take them for their money.
I mean,
And then we'd get blamed and hung with them.
if they can catch us.
They'll catch you.
Yeah, townspeople are like gazelles. They could run for days and not get tired.
I was more thinking about the guardsman shooting you in the back with a crossbow, but alright.
I'm enjoying that I dropped this one little piece of like possible material, and this is what we're getting out of it. I'm all for it.
We should send Ava to go see if she can find some books to read so she gets smarter.
I was gonna
She
say.
can get along with the ghosts.
It already kind of looks like one.
Yeah.
Everybody just kind of looks at you when you're like talking about ghosts and then just ignore you.
Ava does tend to kind of drift around.
She does.
She moves unnaturally fast compared to the rest of you.
And just
Mhm.
stares.
Yeah.
No,
uh,
she just stares at you because you irritate her.
Yeah, anything that you want to offload here, Pyrrhus, just let me know if there's things on the sell list that you want to depart with, and we'll discuss it out of the session.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it right now.
All right.
I'm
I'll-
A-okay if that's a side thing. Unless
Yeah,
there's anything specific somebody wants right fucking now, I'm not too worried about it.
I want
Those
it right
stairs are
now.
actually
I want
mild.
all of my money that I'm owed.
You get nothing, and you'll appreciate it.
Beat me with a stick.
You'd have to catch her.
Yeah.
Oh, I could get you.
Is there anything that Ava's particularly looking for?
It was just seeing if there's any magic books or anything that really pique her interest.
Roll me a D100.
89.
At best, in terms of magical items, there's a very scarce list of things. Does not seem like they keep much in the ways of that kind of trade good here, but
Yeah.
it's-
Can I trade my profession blacksmith to try and make a food coin?
you can apply that for a day, yeah.
While we're sitting around here not doing shit for a day.
Offer your services to help out the blacksmith peoples, they'll definitely pay you a
Sure.
wage.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a blacksmithing check.
My
Profession.
merry band of Drake hunting is getting smaller.
That sounds like a good idea.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a D10 plus 5.
Okay. You're making me sit up. I was leaning back in my chair, relaxing. Oh, Max. Maxing and relaxing and looking all cool with a 15. I earned 15 copper.
So effectively, you earn 15 silver pieces.
Yay.
It's not much, but it's what the blacksmith can afford to pay you today.
Can Silk, Jess, and Roddy go off and auto-resolve these drakes?
No, you cannot auto-resolve the drakes.
God damn it.
We can take care of the drinks tomorrow. Relax.
Mhm.
But
Go
he's
sing in a
impatient.
bar and earn some money.
Oh, that's
There
a
you
good
go.
idea.
Go sing.
Silk's gonna go and polish off these old ladies that need help. Try and make some money.
Gonna go help the old ladies?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna polish them off. Yeah. Yep.
He's gonna sex the old ladies.
He's gonna go be a gigolo. It'll be fine.
He grabs Jess by the hands. Come on, girl.
but shop, and she just follows you. So what we have available within the town is the following. I'm gonna go ahead and just post this in the game chat.
Just another little tinkering of dwarven hammers.
So we have Challengers Gloves, which are masterwork item created by the dwarves of the Great Kingdom of Barakib. We have an Elixir of Fire Breath, which was apparently a battered item that once belonged to an illustrious hero.
But we don't have any gold to spend. What's going on with this?
I'm working on it.
So if you have money to afford any of these or have items that you wish to trade.
Yes, hold on. Let me sell off my amazing artifact.
For those that
That
want
this
to
kid
know,
would never be able to afford.
all right. For those that want to know, the Challenger's Gloves are effectively by removing the glove and using it to make a melee or ranged touch attack against an opponent. The wearer of the other glove gains a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls against the target, and the target gains a -1 penalty on the attack rolls against the wearer. Both of these effects last for a minute, but immediately end if any one of the gloves wearer attacks the challenged opponent. Both gloves must be worn by the same creature. Effectively, these are thrown to symbolize the challenge for a duel or other single combat.
A lot.
Yes, this is the glove you throw at somebody when you're like, I challenge you to a duel.
And then they hit you with a plated backhand.
Yep.
Because that's what Darlin would do.
But this is what Ava has managed to suss out. So Sylph, you are helping the little old ladies with their chores today.
Yep.
All right.
Him and Jess.
I will need 3 things from you then. They need some firewood restacked and cut, so I will need a strength check from you.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez. Where's my strength?
Oh, this is why I told Goshen to go do it. It's
my
always a
strength.
strength test. -9.
Oh, you need
Defenses.
some strength, you say?
It's in your
It
ability.
is in your core.
This is my core.
Yep, you just roll a strength check for me.
There's a little die button next to the strength.
Yep.
Oh god.
I will need a fortitude save from you.
Oh god.
Let's go, Sylph. That's in defenses. Yep.
All right. So you take 1 point of constitution damage,
Oh my god.
and you also are fatigued for the rest of the day.
Oh shit.
I need you to add that to your character sheet right now.
All right. So Constitution.
-1.
Do that one.
You can just put that in the damage column.
Don't worry, you'll be fine with a good night's rest.
Oh yeah.
What you'll want after this.
Okay. So I go down. Oh god, I'm so lost right now.
So on your core page, you
Yep.
find con, right?
Yep.
You scroll all the way over to where the damage column is.
There we go. And take it down one.
Tick it down one.
There we go.
Then at the top in your conditions, you'll check mark fatigued.
Conditions. Fatigue. Okay.
Yep.
Or still.
All right. Now, they also require their chickens to be caught, as they seem to have blown their coop. So I will need an acrobatics check.
Does Chompy get to eat them?
No.
No.
What?
No eating the livestock, damn it.
I will need another
That
fortitude
is
save from you.
It's 2 ones. 2 1. What the fuck?
He's gonna pass out chasing chickens.
He's fatigued. All right. Luckily, he does not receive another con damage and goes to exhausted. They have but one final task from you.
Oh Lord.
They need you to help them organize their. So they've got this like small library where they've got all of their like children's stories that they read to all the little orphan children or all the other kids that kind of come around to seek the old ladies for story time in the afternoon. They've kind of gotten in a bit of a mess. I am going to require from you a intelligence.
Why are you still doing
check.
all this?
Intuitance?
Intelligence.
Oh, intelligence.
Why is Sylph doing all this again?
He's being a helpful lad.
I was trying to get money.
You're trying to impress a girl. Okay.
I was trying to get money. They're old ladies.
Why do you
That's
want
what you
money? The
brought,
only reason you want
Jess.
money.
Except these gloves.
Oh yay!
We apologize that it's not more.
They're cursed.
What I'm gonna find
He should have
funny-
gotten granny mitts. He should not. He should have gotten granny mitts.
They
I
are
find
the
funny.
oven midst of undoing.
Darlin's
We don't.
Darlin's gonna be less tired than Sylph. Darlin's been working in a forge all day.
Dude, have you tried chasing chickens down? That's no
Yes.
joke.
Work smarter, not harder. Get a bag of feed.
You get feed and you throw it on the ground and you wait.
Did I get the dual
Chickens
gloves?
are
What gloves
always
did I get?
hungry.
So,
You got the gloves of chicken catcher. They help you catch chickens.
That'd be cool.
Because what it boils down to is that chickens are chubby girls that are tasting sweet.
that's absolutely
It
hilarious.
starts with chickens in it, then I'll be able to
And
catch
roosters are those guys that think they're a lot hotter than they really are.
Yeah, roosters are Sylph.
But it has to be that like ugly one with the funny feathers on its
Yeah.
head.
Sylph is a handsome man.
I would just like to,
You can't deny that.
Yeah,
roosters are more like
personality ruins it.
It does.
yeah, roosters are more like those obese guys on the beach in like a Speedo.
But that's a whole.
You shouldn't
Think
make
about
fun of
Sylph.
CP like that. He's got his problems that he likes to wear a speedo.
Zeno, I'm gonna put the to sell in the town chat.
I ain't on my speedo now.
Exactly. It's comfy. Gives free movement.
Yeah, I mean like bigger than CP by launch. Like we're talking like I'm talking like those. Haven't you ever seen a clip of it? Like where there's like a 400 or 500 pound guy just walking down the beach in a Speedo.
So now you're talking about me and my speedo. I see how it is.
Yes, exactly.
I don't have a price for the studded ornate gold coffer, Zeno.
Okay.
I can give an appraise check if you need.
Be evil and lay down on my bed because my
Studded ornate coffer.
Yeah, it was from pretty early.
Mhm.
Um,
only like a couple gold, like 50 or something like that.
yeah, I think it was from the Plague House. Potentially.
That's bold.
Yeah.
Old like your shoes.
Like, crazy. That whole haunt thing.
I'm gonna say 50 gold.
Okay.
And it counts
that's
as
not
like
bad.
it counts as like a full value, like sellable
Trade
kind of
good.
thing. Yeah, it's trade good.
Alright.
haunts get a lot worse. That was nothing.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they can get crazy. I'm really excited to get to higher. There's some tricks that I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah.
Forgot how high this campaign goes.
This one
13.
goes to about 17.
Oh, 17.
Does it go to 17?
Yeah, I think it's isn't it the Council of Thieves? It only goes up to 13.
There's a few that only go up to 13. Like Skulls and
Yeah.
Shackles by nature only goes to 14.
But it's so free boxing that you can just
Yeah.
make more for Skulls and Shackles.
Yeah. But no, you get the Challenger's gloves there, Sylph.
Nice.
Hey!
Oh, so I can bluff an enemy to put those things on. Put one of them on.
Accept my fight, bitch, and then he runs away.
Xeno, let me know if that looks good to you.
Total is 5,393.
It pays to help little old ladies.
It does.
I don't think they've got the funds in order to supply all of that unless you're looking to like trade some items for some items. Is there anything you guys are looking for in particular?
I want a cloak.
I would say.
We even have an item split yet? We haven't even gotten a gold split yet.
Well,
So, I
that's
mean,
so
That's what
in
I'm trying to
town-
do. They don't have
in
enough
town
money.
chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
In town chat, there's a small split. The problem is this locale does not have the ability to take all 5,400 almost.
We are basically in a hovel of a town, okay? We came from a richer town.
Yeah,
we
Trunau's-
just need to ram it harder until we hit pay dirt.
Yeah, we can certainly
with
discuss. We could certainly discuss like items that you might be interested in or like trying to seek out, get made or otherwise,
Well, what was
in
the current
downtown.
small split anyway?
It's almost 900 gold a person.
Okay, I'll go
If
ahead
it
and
all
add
gets
900.
sold. So,
No, I mean, what's currently been made available in the split?
so if you try to sell things, they can accommodate up to 4,000 gold.
Okay.
Oof.
That's why I said like
So-
if you're able to like do some trades or look for some stuff, then maybe they might be able to help out with some things.
And this split
Example.
includes Chompy, right? I mean, he's getting a cut.
Nope.
No. That's you. He's your pet. You take care of Toffee.
Okay, but who's getting Dolgus's cut?
I guess Chompy's getting Dolgus's cut.
Yeah, I guess Dogus
Yeah.
Toffee is.
That includes Chumpy, that doesn't include Dolgus.
Dang. So, Gochin, what are you doing over the course of the day?
I guess that he could also go and try to do some weapons smithing for some people that might want some weapons, I guess.
Go ahead and give me a profession or craft check. Profession's preferable, as that's how you're making passive money.
They don't have any cloaks of resistance in town or anything, right? That.
No, the listed magic items are the ones that are kind of up there.
Yeah.
Granted, you've not really been able to like enter the castle and like see if there's anything that they can trade at the moment, but go ahead and roll me d10 plus 5 there, Gochin. You're also able to make 15 silver pieces for your day's worth of work.
Nice.
Well, if all goes well, I should be going to the zoo tomorrow.
Very nice.
So, yay.
So Darlin and Gochin are working blacksmithing. Ava's kind of piece together what actual magical items are available in the vicinity of the walls and the outer commons, but not so much the castle. Siltha spent the day trying to assist the old ladies in their chores with the watchings of Jess. The rest of the caravan is kind of split off to their random ways. Dolgus and Chompy have basically found their way through each of the places that would host food and have done that whole like beggars feed the pet kind of thing.
And then they found a stable and made a nest.
At one
And-
point, there will be guards that kind of come to gather you all. Do you accept your summons?
Only if there's food involved.
Ava's hoping to find people who are buying more shit from her.
Only if there is food, and if we're really, really lucky, some female lizard folk involved.
There will be dinner provided.
Oh, food, I'm down. So let's go.
Yep, Gocha will show up.
All right.
He'll bring a large appetite.
Oh yeah.
I will accept it, but I wanted to do something during the day.
Ah, Elena, what are you looking to do?
I'd like to go do some leather working.
Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll me a leatherworking check then. My apologies.
Oh,
I
you're good.
straight up thought that you were doing something.
Nope.
She fails and gains no money.
Nah, she should be fine. Working checks aren't that difficult. Go ahead and roll me a d10 plus 5.
While she's doing
How do
that-
I do that?
Bracket. +5 bracket.
Slow down. What?
2 brackets, D10, then +5, 2 brackets.
You get 12
Uh.
silver over the course of your workings this day.
Sweet. I will put that in my stuff.
Oh, before I say, I need to say something to someone. Have anyone read H.P. Lovecraft books?
Yes.
Which ones?
This doesn't matter. Any of his books.
Some of them are
Um,
interesting.
Like I've bits and pieces.
I've read some of his books when I was younger. I loved it. Well, I found out some disturbing information today about H.P. Lovecraft.
There's lots of disturbing information about H.P. Lovecraft.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I found out his cat's name,
Hmm.
What?
Nigger Man.
Oh boy.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
he's a
He
huge
was a
racist.
race. He was a huge racist.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's why that Lovecraft TV series was made, to spit in his face.
hmm I mean, when did he write those books? Was it early 1900s? Early 1900s. Early 1900s were huge racist
He was a
periods.
cat in 1904.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was huge racist time period.
Yeah.
He was so scared, like he was so scared of mixed racing and stuff like that. He literally was putting into his books in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and then the creatures' names. I was like, when I found their actual names and what I thought they were, and I was like, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
That's-
And yet we still all, in a twisted way, we all are fascinated by and enjoy his created works today, just not how he intended us to see them.
Not at all.
Right. Yeah, the average reader won't perceive it that way. It's fucked up that he added those symbolic meanings, but us as a reader don't know that until deep into it.
yeah.
It's kind of like the opposite of, like, say, C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia. You know,
Mhm.
Anywho,
So everybody's accepting their summons.
Yeah.
Yep. There's food.
I'm guessing, is Chompy allowed to come?
Yes.
That's all right.
Trumpy's coming whether they like it or not. I mean, how,
Yeah, that's
let's
not
see
the
him try and stop it.
So you all head into the castle proper and are led to a great dining chamber where the cooks of the castle, begin to bring out appetizers and the like. Nothing like super crazy, but certainly there seems to be a concerted effort to at least, make you somewhat comfortable. Calrian kind of, beckons you all in and, kind of takes a seat herself. And after everyone's kind of gathered, a woman, some of you have seen her before, as she was standing on the keep balcony overlooking your entrance into the fortress. She stands before you and says, I bid you welcome, each and every one of you. You are distant travelers, I hear, from the realms of Trunau, deeper on Belkson's front. Yes?
You guys have
I am Watch Warden Augustine Quinteris, keeper of Castle Everstand, and purveyor and first line of defense to the lands of Lastwall from Belkson's front. I thank you for bringing Lady Calrian back to our reaches. It is unfortunate to hear that the watchtower has fallen, but it happens from time to time. We will resupply and reforge our borders.
At this point, Dolus is leaning over to whoever's nearest to him. Don't look now. It's a hag.
Sylph's just like
Wow. She is in fact armored. She is, looks as if she has some years to her, yes. But she is far away from a crone-like visage that one might expect of a hag, so to speak. But
In fairness,
that's
I'm up and
Dolgus
walking
for you.
around. I was going off of your voice.
Oh, fair. Do any of you speak?
If
you
it tries
guys,
not
you
to.
guys had food?
Yes, there will be some sustenance brought before us.
Oh, okay. There'll be food, guys. Everything's good.
She kind of claps her
Chompy's
hands.
tail wags out in a rhythm against the floor.
As some of the servants from the kitchens kind of begin to bring out platters. There is, whole hog, roasted over a fire. There is, different, roasted vegetables and, rabbits and so on and so forth. Seems like today's catch is basically placed before you on the table.
So just goes, Miss Augustine, the best way to talk to this group is through our bellies. So if you sit with us on food, gladly talk with you.
She takes a nod and takes a seat, extending to each of you to take your own at your designated chairs. Tell me what brings you to Lastwall's borders.
Sylph just elbows and go. I think she's talking to you.
You there, one?
Oh, what?
Well, since that person's not talking, or something like that.
I apologize, but I do not understand this Bakrag you speak of. But I am sure that his justice, or whoever's justice this may be, is hopefully aligned with that of Iomedes.
We come from Trunau.
What? No.
It was attacked.
How many like human pink fleshy girl thing? Bakrug, Dolus will turn and look over at Chompy and then just gesture at Chompy.
He's a dinosaur.
Yeah, fragment of Bakrug's divine justice, divinity thing. Yes, that. Also wrath, that too.
I see. She'll kind of dismiss,
There is an actual holy symbol of a sorts that Dolgus is holding. It's wooden and shoddily cobbled together.
That's very fair. She'll kind of look back to Sylph, who seemed to have begun speaking. Yes, I know you hail from Trunau, but I know not why you have journeyed to Castle Everstand. It is getting to be dangerous times here in the holds of Belkson, and so the borders are even more precarious than would be normal. Most would see it as a suicide mission or journey in general to travel these lands. So, what brings you? And, I suppose, how may the humble Everstand assist you? You have aided mine and ours. It is only fair to return the gesture.
What could you make of a hammer? Something about making.
I did not catch that, Sylph.
None of it.
Oh, sorry. The hammer that Darlin just laid down on the table. Can you tell us anything about this?
It looks to me like a old blacksmith's hammer. I know not about the markings of history or any such nature of it. I assume it's special if you have pointed it out.
I'm drawing a blank.
Can I roll a perception or sense motive?
What exactly are we seeking to learn?
What if there's anything she's trying to like hide from us or whatever?
Feel free to roll a sense motive. From what you remember and you understand, Augustine is usually a relatively straightforward woman. She asks questions in order to garner her own information for later. It's one of those things that helps a knight keep on their toes and keep alive in these tumultuous lands. If anything, whilst she may value her own life over, honor in some cases, you know her not to be a paladin, you know her to be a fighter, but she is still a knight of Ozum. So she still follows the same creeds. She's just a little looser in her devotion to the cause. In this instance of asking you about your travails, you would guess that she is effectively fishing for information of what your intentions are going forward. But her offer of assistance is genuine. It does not seem like she is trying to harbor any ill will to your party. At least from your previous experiences. With that being said, what say you all?
Sil's literally, from everything that's been happening from now to here, he has literally forgotten why he's even in the caravan on his way here.
Actually, I don't remember either.
Yeah, we've gone through so much, we're in shell shock still.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
So what was the job that True Now sent you to accomplish?
we were supposed to go find something, right? Because of the stuff underground.
Oh, that's right. The stuff that we found, yeah. We're supposed to take it to someone.
We're finding a piece. We're finding a piece to match something we have. Something like that. Because somebody's looking for
I'm
it.
not even in the game and I know more information than you guys do. I'm paying attention.
Oh my gosh, guys.
I pay
You're killing
attention.
me here. You're killing me here.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Okay, well, I came in blind in the first place, so
I gave them a hint. Nobody fucking took up on it.
It's
so.
the hammer. I know it's the hammer. I asked about it, but she can't tell us more. Unless there's like a historian that knows more.
There was another thing, but okay.
What is the other part to it? Is there... I'm trying so hard to dig deep.
A gem?
Have you considered that you're over digging?
I could be over digging because now that Anna said a gem, it's definitely not Thanos' gauntlet.
What was within the letter that was read at your council meeting in Trunau?
Yeah. I'm trying to stop Yar. I'm trying to stop.
You are currently looking at the map with some clear destinations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why are you going to these destinations?
We have to go to Port Red Lake. Right?
Why?
Because
I'm just eating my frosty, enjoying this.
Sylph just starts
Part
nudging.
2, motherfucker. You can entirely speak up.
Nope.
He forgot
I mean,
to.
no. I'm enjoying watching this shenanigans.
Oh my god. Okay.
Come on, Ava, you got this. We're all rooting for you.
Have they baked enough yet, Paris? What do you think? I mean, Dolus isn't a face character. I have him constantly
Go
talking off
Bradley.
in face character moments.
Did I write this down in my chat?
I don't think I was here actually for when we set off.
Why were they after the hammer?
I would guess that the orcs are on the move doing stuff and we need to go kill some giants. But
No, that's the easy answer. I want you to dig deeper than that.
I was gone.
He sets his hammer down on the table. But if with the hammer, it needs to be the armor. We need to find the armor.
Have the armor.
We have the armor?
You have the armor.
We have the armor. Darlin's wearing the armor.
We need to find the weapon?
Alright.
The voice of God here.
Okay. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Some things have changed a little bit, but the broad notes have kind of remained the same. In your possession, you have 2 items that a person wanted. Now, you've repelled the orc forces from Trunau. However, the conspirator Screed was under orders of another. There is a hill giant, yes, by the name of Grenselbeck, who sent
I'm not gonna say anything else.
the hill giant Grenselbeck made allegiance with the Twisted Nail Orcs in order to become the Twisted Heart tribe. They were the ones who assailed your town, and the Trunau Council of Defenders requested that you go and sort out this Grenselbeck before she is able to recover her forces and harass Trunau once more. Now, do we remember the lantern?
The defensive council of Trunau, who without our help wouldn't have even been able to hold their town because we did the lion's share of the work. Yes.
Well, I knew that the orcs were digging up something. They stole something. We're trying to steal something when we stopped them, but then I don't remember what we're doing. The stuff that we stopped getting.
So you currently have the hammer, and you currently have half of the geode. The geode, you remember, was possibly a map to some famed giant slayers too. Now, does anybody remember the lantern?
No.
Silvermane, the druid of Trunau, handed you all a lantern and said that it would be the key to unlocking a demiplane within Ghostlight Marsh that might host an armament of things that would assist you in your engagements with the giants and orc hordes of Red Lake Fort.
Oh,
So, you may want to tell her that we're on our way to the Ghostlight Marshes.
And your greater mission is to defeat Grenzeldeck and her Twisted Heart tribe before they are to assail the rest of the civilized lands, be it Lastwall or True Now.
Sill's eyes stopped on the back of his head, and all the voices shut down. So we were we're on our way to Red Lake Fort, and we have this ball that has a map in it, and we're trying to kill this green girl, or I don't know what color she is. She's an orc, and it's Grenzeldeck.
She's not an orc. She's a half giant. You are a fool.
Don't get it confused with Grenzeldeck. It's Grenzeldeck. We need assistance.
I'm gonna...
As the tank slowly rolls into the fort. And it fires.
So, whilst Augustine would possibly be the person to have spoken up first, Calrian kind of looks to each of you and says, "Wait, you're on your way to Red Lake Fort?"
We are.
And she ruffles through her pack. I happen to know a thing about the region, actually. It was said that one of my ancestors actually was the fort's cleric, in fact. She produces a scroll tube and kind of pops it open and extends a small map of the region.
Sorry, I'm writing in Sill's journal. I don't want to forget us ever again.
Not a problem. I mean, this is why we have, video evidence of our campaign as well,
Very true.
Yeah, if only somebody would organize them.
It is.
Is it now?
It's just
not.
not-
It's on my channel.
It's just all desktop.
Yeah.
They're technically in some form of order.
Mm-hmm.
I did organize them. If you go to video logs and click on that playlist, it does happen to take you to my updated playlist, and I do try to add the most recent episodes. The last few sessions, however, are
Wonky.
a bit choppy. So we'll be returning to form hopefully soon, with brand new labeling maybe.
Yes.
You're funny. Anyway,
In any case, Augustine kind of looks to the group, and it would seem that you're championing a noble cause, one that I do believe the Knights of Ozum would, in fact, align with. Whilst I cannot send forces with you, if you're in need of basic supplies or arms and armament, we may be able to spare a little. Though, if you have things to compensate our lack of these items, that can also be negotiated. As for this development, she kind of nods to the map. It would seem that one of ours has a vested interest in the location. As you guys can kind of look over the map, it would appear that this is particularly dated, to say the least. But maybe the rough outline that this gives you could possibly assist you in options of entry, or having an idea of how you wish to tackle the fort going forward. Calrian, however, would be more than happy to share the story of this purported ancestor, as she would explain that from the way the story goes, her ancestor went by the name of Fabian Blix. He, however, had died during the final siege of the fort, but one of his sons, Calrian's great-grandfather, had escaped through a hidden sewer tunnel. The map here shows the majority of what Red Lake Fort looked like during that time, including the sewer tunnel, which Calrian does believe is submerged. But she would absolutely be interested in knowing of what might have transpired during Fabian's final moments, or how he came about his fate. If you guys happen to learn anything there. Augustine seems to, be hinting that if you were in need of aid, she does not have direct assignment for Calrian.
So we could take him on.
From what Ethna can tell of Augustine's doublespeak, she is neither saying that you can have her, but she is also not saying that she is going to say no.
So if she wants to come, she may come.
Can we trade her for the not to tell girl? She's a bitch. I don't know. I don't trust people like that. We've had a fair run-in, and then someone's messing with our axle, so I don't know.
But that was
Can I roll?
before. That was before we picked up the Snoopy. So
That's true.
whoever it's in the caravan already.
Or back in town. One or the other.
Or back in town. So that's
Yes, it's fair.
Is Roddy here with us?
Roddy is certainly here with you.
I say that while I'm staring at him.
He is like oblivious to your stare. He seems to be enjoying the food.
So wait, we're taking the paladin that we saved.
At some point, while he is eating, he refills his plate. He gets distracted talking to someone next to him that's probably a pretty lady or the like. And he looks back down, and Chompy has already eaten half his plate.
I would like a distraction check from Chompy. Any skill you can come up with that you think would rationalize a distraction. I have a DC set in mind. I want to see if Chompy can take opportunity of a distraction.
Okay. I'm going to go with, let's see, I doubt I can argue with perception, so I'm actually going to go with, fuck it, I'm going with sense motive. He's sensing when the man's going to look over to the pretty girl on his left. So, 6.
I apologize, but Chompy looks to see when Roddy's gonna look away, and while Roddy does in fact look away at a moment, it's only to just add more food to the plate, so he misjudges his chance, and Roddy's like, no, you go get your plate over there, Chompy. This is my plate. But sadly, Chompy is thwarted in thieving from Roddy once more.
Darn it.
I think we should leave the decision on the new party member or whatever to Pierce and Edna.
Well, don't forget, we have to stop by the Ghost Light Marshes. I don't know how you feel about potential ghosts.
Oh, Sylph's braced for the next ghost encounter. He's already tasted it once now.
Ava figures that stopping by the marsh is going to be inevitable one way or another.
Oh yes, you also
Really?
have heard rumors that there is a lizard folk tribe in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have someone who might be able to negotiate with them.
In the
Sure,
Rooksy
okay.
tribe.
Starts trying to bang all of them.
Probably would. Dolgus must breed. Make more lizards.
Oh,
But
Sylph wouldn't mind trying to tilt the scale.
but yes. So dinner is. I mean, it's basically a 5-course meal. I mean, you know, it's not super fancy, but it is definitely filling. It would appear that Augustine has had her questions satisfied, at least for the moment. Everybody at the table may go ahead and roll a sense motive.
Asking a dwarf for all this social interaction stuff.
I told you it was going to be social drama today.
Yeah, there's another one.
What do you want us to roll?
Sense motive.
Darla's too busy throwing bread at Sylph. Trying to peg him with a bread roll. Maybe he can get him to leave Jess alone for 2 seconds.
Am
Sylph
I able
turns
to
around
take
and
a
just
10?
Kirby inhales the bread roll.
No,
Goes
you
back
cannot
to
take a
chatting.
10.
Oh, because it would be just 10.
Roll it. Only Dolgus and Ava catch that as the discussions are going on and Calrian's telling her tales, that it seems that Augustine sends every so often a watchful gaze towards Evena's direction. Almost waiting for something to happen, but nothing seems to happen. Not so much a glower, while she does seem like the stern type, but just this oppressive stare. That's all you
Dolgus will mumble, "Told you, hag. Told you it was a hag."
At some
there any-
point during the meal, I would like to start glaring at her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, she certainly makes no mention of anything whilst the dinner goes on.
Doesn't have to.
And eventually the meal would come to a close if there are no other digressions that would like to occur during the meal.
At some point in time, I'm gonna. Is there meat at this food?
There is certainly meat, yes. There is a whole hog, rabbit, the whole 9 yards.
I'm eventually, at some point in time, I'm gonna take a giant chunk of hog and I'm gonna throw it at Roddy, trying to see if I can get Chompy an opportunity to steal his food.
Yes.
I am going to roll a reflex save for Roddy. If Roddy meets a 15, he will catch the meat. If he fails, Chompy will be able to run away with this roasted chicken that he's got on his platter that he's been eyeing, but he's been like munching around it for a minute.
Oh.
He catches the hog flank and goes, "Thanks. I was thinking about eating this, but..." And then he extends it down to Chompy. I think our little raptor friend will enjoy it better.
Sylph knows that he's like, God damn it, he's good. God. Just pissed off.
It seems that Roddy is extra good when it comes to being on guard when food's involved. Every other time he fumbles like a freaking idiot.
This guy's like a ninja right now. Don't get in the way of a man in his belly.
Fuzzy kitty.
It's that whole military thing where it's like you gotta eat as quick as you can, and like
You also gotta be
fight others.
aware that the people at the same table as you will steal your food if you give them an opening.
mhm,
It's true.
mhm. So yeah, no. So Roddy's on particular guard this evening. Does Ava or Gochin have anything to add to this exchange for the evening?
No,
As-
but Eva is definitely going to want to talk to Athene after.
Sure.
Hey,
Food
he
will
was just.
go ahead.
Oh, Gochin was just wanted to watch. It was very entertaining.
Yeah, Roddy's showing some actual skill for once instead of, being a floundering fool. You can catch some of the glances back and forth.
Own way, but she will look out for her more than anything.
I'd rather lease.
This might be an issue then. How unfortunate.
Hmm.
Do you think we should continue with our plans after having talked with her?
I think we should proceed for sure. We gotta still get through. Just be cautious.
How unfortunate.
And the curtains close.
There are no curtains.
Perhaps it would be best if at least one of us was to remain awake tonight.
That would be best. I volunteer Gochin.
Ava, just you and Gochin, understood. Have fun with him.
Yeah. He'll be quiet.
Ava just gives you a look.
I have my ways.
Gochin's actually pretty quiet in most cases, unless he's like at a forge. So I believe her.
Silence is golden. Utility tape is silver.
And they keep it up.
And super glue is platinum. But yeah, that's all Ava wanted to ask.
WD-40 is copper.
It's the
Duct
opposite
tape
of
is
what we
silver.
want.
And I suppose that does anyone else have anything for the evening hours before bed?
Ava's casting Keep Watch on Athene and Gochin.
Oh, 2 now.
I mean, I could do more if I have spells and arcane points.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a possibility I can go give a couple coins to Kogan and get some more coffee from his cart?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I'm gonna need it.
Uh-oh, has the addiction started?
Oh,
Before
I've
you-
always loved
before-
coffee.
Before you get to that point, though, you will receive personal summons to the keep.
No coffee for you.
Do you accept said summons?
I guess.
All right. As you kind of trek back through the castle halls, Castle Eversten's not too dissimilar from the build of Castle Farine. And you'd visited Castle Farine a couple times during your time of service, as you were once kind of in Calrian's situation where you were one of those soldiers who would once, hold a watchtower further in the depths of Ghostlake Marsh. So you've got a little familiarity with the area. As you kind of follow up the footsteps up towards the balcony that overlooks the courtyard of Castle Everstan, Augustine kind of sits watching over the balcony ledge. So I see you survived.
No
Quite
thanks to you.
fortuitous for you.
No thanks for your mew.
Someone had to make report. No?
Hmm.
Quite like our very own Carrion Blix.
At least she had help.
So it would appear. The strength of one is still important, however. Who else would be left to hold the line? Should it not be one of our most resolute? She kind of looks to you with a serious face. Not like angry, but she certainly maintains a business poise. So adventuring has taken your call.
For the moment.
Why not continue to be a knight? Despite the obvious reasons present.
I no longer believe in Amadei, so I do not believe to be a knight anymore.
'Tis a shame. You glowed bright with her influence. A defender of the just. Are you saying that what you do now does not fall into that same category? That same drive?
My drive is of my own now.
Are you so sure? She kind of gives you a wry grin at this point.
I'm as sure as I can be. I am alive and I am moving forward. That's all I can ask.
But to defend peoples who are not your own. Do you claim no homeland now?
I do not.
Then why fight for others who you know no allegiance? If not to be self-sacrificial, or savior to those who know not your name.
Something in the fates told me to help them.
So a calling still. She kind of gives a small smile as if you've only proven her point further. I do not think that Diomede is quite done with you yet, even if you feel you are done with her. I don't expect you to like me, but I do expect that, whilst within the perimeter of Castle Everstand, you keep your nose clean. I do not want trouble at my castle.
That won't be a problem. We won't be here long.
Very well, then. Let me at least send you with a parting apology gift, since it seems that we have bad blood. And she will pull from her glove. Like, she'll pull off her glove and pull out a small ring. Second. So she hands you a ring, simple gold band, in fact, that is engraved with the holy symbol of Iomade. May it keep you safe on your journeys. Now, if you'd like, you can either accept, you can decline. You'll not be able to identify this unless you wish to just start casting magic in front of her. But she does seem to be offering you something.
I will take it and I will investigate it when I get back to my room or wherever I'm staying.
Understood? Caravan, of course.
Yep.
But do you have any response or parting words?
Nope.
Watch your back, boy.
Or do you just leave wordlessly after accepting the token?
I am leaving wordlessly. Because I don't accept the apology,
Mercilessly,
even
huh?
though I take the token.
Just walk off.
Fair enough.
It's not a good enough apology.
Then when you get back to your post, so to speak, as Ava has bid you stay awake, you can go ahead and cast Detect Magic and thus give me a spellcraft check.
Okay. Where the hell is that? Spellcraft, you said?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, easily.
It's
I'm
a
just gonna
curse word.
just gonna go ahead and toss this directly into the spoils of war.
It's a curse string. If you had put it on, it would have sucked your life away slowly. Draining your strength, giving it to someone else. Yes.
This is what is known as a Knight Inheritor's Ring. A simple gold band is engraved with the holy symbol of Iomedae. It functions as a ring of protection +1. In addition, the wearer can cast Bless Weapon and War-Trained Mount each once per day. At will, the wearer may also make themselves look presentable as if using prestidigitation to clean up their clothing, skin, hair, and/or armor.
So she gonna go to war and all pretty and shit.
As the evening rolls forward, is there any last-minute things before you take your slumbers or your watches?
Can I go find a string and wear it as like a necklace so I'm not actually wearing the ring? I just have it with me.
You will not benefit from the magics by doing that, but you may
That's-
certainly do so.
That's what I want for now.
That is fine. There are plenty of materials that Jess can provide you before taking her slumber. Since I'm not hearing any resounding, yes, I've got something I'd like to do for the evening, I have something I would like from everybody.
No.
First and foremost, I would like a fortitude save from everybody in the party.
Oh, we were poisoned. I knew it.
God damn it.
Dude, why did
Dude,
no
I
one
sh-
cast Detect Poison? I mean, I have it. Why did I not
I don't
cast
think
that?
I have that.
I don't have that shit. Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
I knew I
nice
should have said I
one.
wasn't eating.
Okay, one moment.
Holy shit, Gochin. Oh, 19.
21
The only ones that
because
got poisoned.
19, 19, 18,
I got
12.
crap.
Jumpy is sick. The time for Dolgus to kill everyone.
Something tells me Darla doesn't give a shit.
Most of the party fucking rolled great. Damn.
All right. With that being noted, congratulations. You all have earned 600 points of experience individually,
Good.
which I believe brings you to level 5.
Yes, it does.
Yay.
And this is where we will pick it up as each of you wake up and there is hustle and bustle amidst the castle grounds. Someone has died.
We are
First,
rolling hit points,
every
right?
you know what? From now on, we don't eat anybody else's food. We just make our own.
Yeah, I agree.
This is the second time our food has been poisoned.
And that's where we're gonna pick it up next time as we try to figure out this mystery: who died and what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Chompy.
Okay, yeah. Dolgus has tick poison, I'm pretty sure, as a druid, or at least he can get it for his level 1 spell. From now on, that's getting cast at the start of every meal, even if we're prepared.
I will also tell you all who failed and who passed the poison at the beginning of next session, as
Watch
well
out,
as
I failed.
the penalties.
Ooh,
Well,
I'm already
ju-
fatigued.
unless it's a really, really strong godly poison, I'm pretty sure Darlin's okay.
Yeah, most of you who rolled 20 and above are probably fine.
Dolgus
I
did
almost
21
rolled a
because
30.
sure.
So I hope everybody had some merit of fun. It was a bit more of an RP intense, session, but yeah.
This one.
Effectively, for the purposes of the downtime in between sessions, Ava would be able to negotiate for any minimalistic item of magic. No more than a +1 for any weapon or armor. No more than a +1 for rings, cloaks, or otherwise. Very basic armaments and gear.
To buy or to requisition?
To trade / like swap some of your stuff around for.
Okay.
I get
So.
to level up as a fighter, get stuff.
Would just for ease, would we be able to sell the things Ava was looking to sell in the town and in the castle?
With the town and the castle in consideration, yes, that is possible.
Okay.
Thanks,
will-
Steph.
Let the party know what the split is later.
So, with proper diplomacy checks and otherwise, you may be able to net some positive trades in your favor. Who knows? But we may handle that in downtime. This is where I'm closing out session for the evening.